well,
Wait, did the vote go through for you?
no, only one guy voted. He took 11 hours to vote.
But did he do
11
the
hours?
right thing?
Yeah, he
He
took
did the
11
wrong
hours.
thing.
Did he do the right
Horrible.
thing though?
No,
Oh,
he was.
Oh.
He's a guy that is known to be basically like an.
He's known to do the wrong thing.
Like he's
Insert
basically a
something.
mole for like the right wing
You.
in the Supreme Court. So like he spent
Ah, yeah.
11 hours trying to justify why he was absolving people of things that they were quite clearly already proven guilty for. But
Ah, yes, just like them black Republicans.
yeah, it could have been over today, but he literally asked for the trial to be extended for one day because it was going to take so long to talk.
That's
guys,
insane.
I don't even
11
know how you
hours.
can. Yeah, I don't even know how you can talk about something for 11 hours. I don't think I have anything in my life I could talk about 11 hours straight for.
I struggle to
Anything.
think of things I could speak for an hour straight
D&D?
about.
Yeah, there D&D I could talk for like more than an hour easily. But 11 hours, there's not a single
That's
thing in my life,
many
no matter
hours.
how passionate I am about it. I could not speak
think-
about One Piece for 1 hour.
I think we
could talk
could
about
do
boobs for an
D&D, but
hour.
we need to be like
11
it needs
hours.
to be a group of us.
Yeah, that's true. If there was, we could have a group yap about D&D.
No, yeah. If we were a group talking about things, then sure. But like monologuing?
Yeah,
about
I
it?
need somebody prompting me after a while. I can't just like unprompted yap for that long about a subject.
There's a word for it actually, Daka.
Soliloquy?
Filibuster.
Filibuster.
Yeah, I was
Well,
gonna say like
I'll
Cory Booker
fill
would like to
your
have a word
buster.
with you. Oh my god.
In front of my wife.
Buster, I barely know her.
Lindsay
And
is-
with that, and on that
Lindsay is
note,
right here.
let us begin. Fellas,
Let us start busting.
last time on our D&D session, you guys had just you guys finished your confrontation against Lineker at the Hearthflame Sanatorium, having defeated both her and the monstrous Director Phobos. The whole facility began reverting back to its natural state, though dilapidated and still quite damaged. You retrieved some items of importance, including Lineker's eyes and a couple notes and a vial containing a liquid that could remove on one person the curse that Marco had placed on 3 of you. And leaving the sanatorium together with the sanatorium psychiatrist, Ashini, you found that Lucina was waiting together with like a detachment of her city guard to go in after you and clean the place up, essentially. She began to do so, and Ashini was left to her own devices as well, with Lucina stating that she would ask her some questions later at perhaps the next day. We left off with you all returning home, and upon arriving, finally, perhaps for some of you who were a bit tired, breathing in relief, what greeted you was a slow clap, along with the taunting voice of Marco Windren, declaring he did not expect you guys to be done to head to the sanatorium quite so fast. And it is up to you to respond to that now.
Do they make classes on being pretentious like that, or are you just unnatural?
Well, I've had a couple of centuries to practice, so you know it's a finely honed art. As you guys follow the source of the voice, you find him by himself in your sort of like dining room. Like there's a long dining table, sort of, where presumably all of you could be seated, but there's an extra chair now right in the middle. He seems to be just sitting there, like with a couple of candles lighting the room.
In the middle of the table or the middle of the floor?
Well, he's sitting like there's a chair beside the table, and he's sitting on the chair.
I wasn't sure if he just decided to like pop the chair up on the table just to really fuck with us.
No. He's sitting like a civilized person. There is like a plate in front of him, and he has like a glass of wine that he's sort of like lazily sipping from. So, how are things going? How did you fare in at the sanatorium?
Peachy.
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
I would, in fact, I would.
Don't you already know what happened?
Well, from the fact that you were here, and it seems that my daughter is cleaning the place up, I assume you have slain, or at least incapacitated, yet another one of my dear flings.
Pawns.
No, not pawns. That's dreadful. Flings. Flings is a better word for it. They're not quite my girlfriends, but close enough.
I'm sorry that you don't have some companions for your night tonight, but I don't believe that I or any other rest of my party are interested in you in that endeavor.
Why, but I'm being so civilized with you, and you won't even regale me with some stories of how was your fight against Lineker?
Easy.
Kind of puts his hand like dramatically to his forehead. No sense of civility. All of the leniency I'm showing all of you, and yet, well, you did at least, pick up the documents that I left with her.
Marco, you came here for banter. We're tired.
I came here to hear a story.
I'm sure there's
not-
plenty of good bards somewhere in town.
Well, I'm not pulling your leg. I do wish to know how things went at the sanatorium. If you're not inclined to tell me, naturally, for whatever reason that may be, I can give you
Whatever
something.
reason.
Well, business is business and pleasure is pleasure.
We don't like
But-
you, brother.
I am.
He
well
wouldn't say
aware.
brother. We don't like you, Marco.
I doubt that for some of you, but if
No.
you're not willing to tell me out of goodwill, then perhaps you would be interested in something in return.
How about
Sure,
two
they
more
always
sets of those eye drops? And we'll
Hmm?
tell you everything that happened in the sanatorium.
You would like that, but no, that is not on the table.
What do you propose instead, since it's a story you want so badly?
Well, I can give you information, advice. You seem confident of your abilities, but I don't think you do understand everything that there is to understand about all things, and who knows? Maybe a nudge in the right direction could do wonders for you later down the road.
Why don't you start with what you have planned for the city? What you're doing with all of those mechanisms from the Moosespell Garden.
Oh, that would fetch you quite a higher price. But I could tell you, just not for only this story in particular. But for the time being, you have that ball to attend tomorrow, don't you?
Don't tell me you've got something planned to spice it up, make it interesting.
Me? No, I'm content to just watch.
No, one of your flings, though, I assume.
You might assume so. But if you would like to know more,
We leveled up, right?
hmm?
Did we level up?
Yes.
Yes.
You did, but you know,
Didn't do
you
it.
Haven't
wouldn't have your
rested yet.
new things yet. Yeah.
That's why I didn't level up.
So, a story for a little bit of information. Doesn't seem like a bad deal to me. I mean, what do you lose out of just telling me what happened inside there?
An hour of our lives.
Will you leave if we tell you?
Can I catch eyes with Mizell?
Sure.
Can you speak telepathically? I forget how that works.
Yeah, Mizell can speak telepathically to you, but it does not go back the other way.
Hmm.
I mean, I also can, like, cast detect thoughts with no components. So, like, if you were trying to think something really loud, I could hear that.
Think in all caps.
I kind of. I'll let Doc decide if we have like enough rapport for Luna to sort of like subtly ask Mizell to cast detect thoughts on her.
I mean, you are trying to essentially like glare at him, like in the middle of the conversation while he's looking at you. So it's more like this would be a charisma check to see if you can manage to do that subtly.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about. Actually, I'll just do it myself. Does it seem at all? Is the story just? Does he just seem genuinely interested in the story, or does it feel like he's getting something out of it by hearing us regale him with the story?
You can roll insight.
Right. No.
9. As far as you can tell, he seems quite eager to hear the story of what went down at the sanatorium, and you don't catch him like smiling maliciously or anything like that in a way that would be like, oh, this spells disaster. If you
Is he
accept.
horny for a story?
That's the gist of what Iluna can glean. Yes.
I'm gonna ask you as a DM, are you going to make us recount it in our character? Because I don't know if I want to recap everything.
No, you don't. You don't need to tell the whole story if you don't want to. Just like the original version, like the way in which you were saying things or telling him things, like.
Yeah, I'll give a description. I don't know how like much.
Are you going for like a lot of detail or just like broad strokes?
I'm deciding if I want to tell him.
What?
Who here wants to tell him? Let's put it
I
to a
can tell
vote.
him.
Lily would not want to tell him. She's just like kind of like looking at him like, ew.
I can tell him, and I'll do it quickly.
Right, over the account, he would definitely, like, if you're sort of like blitzing through the story, he would definitely stop you at points to ask for more, like, oh, what else was in that room? What did it smell like? Or, and what did you think when you saw that monstrous creature staring
I
you down?
will indulge him in most of that. but not answer any of the questions about how I was thinking, or how I was feeling. That is not for him.
On the whole, like he seems very attentive, and he sort of like at some point he's like, oh, if you wish to sit down, please, I can have some wine for you as well.
I'd actually like you to leave as soon as possible, so don't make yourself comfortable.
I already have, but please continue. And
And then we
He
got into the
is-
library.
oh my, must have been fun for you.
I think I'm done telling the story. We killed your fling, pawn, underling, and that's about it.
No. I know that part. Please.
The last thing she did was beg for mercy, and we didn't show her any.
That is false. I know that.
How would you know that?
Because I have been with her for years.
I guess you don't know your people as well as you think.
Can someone else tell the story if the child is too immature to do that?
I roll my eyes.
Your
Well.
fling turned innocent lives on their heads. Those people were not well, and she made them worse. We ended the situation, and you just want amusement out of it.
Not mere amusement, but I can see why you would think that way. It is regrettable, yes, what happened with the inmates at the sanatorium. He says, like, with a dismissive hand gesture. I certainly didn't think it was the most savory way of dealing with things, but Lineker had some past trouble regarding the administration. And although the inmates were not to blame, and believe you me, I try to tell her that, she just kind of associated them with everything that went down, and at some point developed a bit of a sadistic streak. Now,
Kind of a discount Serena.
oh,
Selena,
well.
rather.
if you knew half of what the things that Selena did over the years. He looks at Lilia, and I know you know some, but not all. You wouldn't make that comparison quite so hastily. But I can see where you're coming from.
Like, can you run that by me one more time?
And
What
what?
did he look at me about? He said what to me? Or towards me?
About Selena's experiments, like, you know some
Oh.
of what she did.
I didn't hear the name Selena, so I like got lost for a second there.
Yeah, no, so mentioned her.
Like, discount Selena.
Okay. That's where I'd gotten lost for a second.
I do think she could have had a good academic future after things were resolved, but unfortunately it didn't quite go that way. I tried to dissuade her from all of that stuff. You know, it was a little bit beyond me even, but she didn't really want to stop. And to be fair, I didn't insist either. But anyway,
Are you bored?
bored?
Bored.
Of some things, perhaps.
I mean, of life.
Well, I believe you have asked me something of a similar fashion on the last time we met. And I am afraid further investigations on my personality or motivations thereof would be more fruitful after you have found, he points at your bag in particular, even though he doesn't know if it's there for certain. All of the little things that I've scattered with my darlings. It's more fun to piece together the whole picture by yourself, isn't it?
Did we even end up reading what he
No,
No,
you have
those
not
notes?
read. You have not
we were
read.
waiting
the
until we
Oh,
got
yeah, I
back
was-
to the house.
Early
Yes.
until he got here, right?
No spoilers.
It's the only thing I can read. Ah.
Well, but inquiries about myself aside, you haven't quite told me how the battle went down. Care to elaborate?
I
Fairly
used
standard.
her as a club and beat her into the director thing.
Oh. Oh, that is inspired. You... Pardon me. Was it a little like this? And you see for a moment his eyes like glow a little. And all of you see this kind of like holographic image of Lilia picking Lineker up, but she's not in the way that it actually happened. Like you, in the image, you're picking her up like with both hands, like by the shoulders, and then like ramming her like head first into like the director. The director's form is a little off as well. Like it doesn't seem to have all of the details right. It's a little blurry. Did it go more or less like this?
I mean, if you want to volunteer as tribute, I can show you.
No, thank you. But how did you deal with the staff?
It died alongside her.
And all of the telepathic, psionic powers within were not a bother for you?
Hardly.
Doesn't seem like you're keen on elaborating too much.
We're tired.
There's not much to say. It wasn't a hard battle.
If it wasn't hard, then why are you so tired?
Because it's been a long night.
Most of the exhaustion is from speaking with you.
Oh, well, you've told me the rest of the story sufficiently enough. I suppose I can piece together a little bit of the encounter, and what I can't, I'll just have to take some artistic liberties. He takes out a little notebook and scribbles something on it. Good, good. Well then. You are going to that ball tomorrow, yes? And speaking of which, I assume you intend to take my daughter with you there?
I thought you wanted us to leave her out of this.
I did. But I
I already
noticed.
did get the suit tailored.
Correct.
And that was
is why.
before we knew I was him. That.
Indeed. But the thing is, I do wish you would not bring her there, but if you intend to, I can perhaps make arrangements, but you will notice she is not included in the invitation I arranged for you. So different arrangements will need to be made.
Is there a reason we cannot bring Nukina?
He considers for a moment.
He's afraid he'll
There
give
is.
himself up and reveal to her that it was him torturing her city all along.
He kind of blinks twice. Why are you using that tone?
Because I'm being patronizing. Isn't that one of your artistic liberties?
I mean, the melodrama, the family, the reveal, the betrayal. Well,
Well,
maybe not betrayal. She doesn't think that much of you in the first place. The. What's the word? Expected disappointment. There's something more there. What is the word I'm looking for? Resigned to know who you are.
be that as it may, it's not time for that. If that comes to pass. Do you intend to bring her there no matter what or not?
Myzel just kind of shrugs and looks over to Luna.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Owen. I think that's up to you.
Would she be safer away?
Would you be what?
Safer.
You mean to bring her in?
Would you be safer there with us or left to her own devices?
There is not a place in the city that is not safe for her.
And that's your doing?
I don't think I need to do anything for that. But as far as it concerns me, then yes.
Well, your partners, flings, sorry, seem to pointedly avoid her in combat.
I mean, if you look at it in a certain perspective, they are her mothers-in-law.
Oh, that's awful.
I'm sure she already suspects you after Priscilla blatantly said to avoid hitting her.
And why would she?
Have you met Nugina? Sociable, she's not, but sharp? I wonder if you could be in the same room and lie to her face.
I could elaborate on all of these topics, but I think, again, you may be able to draw your own conclusions in due time. And I would hate to present with a solid version of the facts when you could produce your own. Are you or are you not bringing her tomorrow?
I tailored the suit, she's coming.
Very well. I'm not quite sure if she will be able to use the suit much, but I will make arrangements. Now then. As for what you should know. The ball you're headed towards is being hosted by Penny. That is, Penelope. As you have guessed, she is one of my little darlings in the city. Precious little thing she is. Penny is not the most... how should I put this? She's not the strongest of my flings, as we're calling them. But she is the most dangerous. That is for certain. Now, ever since you arrived in the city, have you heard about some adventurers going missing over the years?
Heard rumor, yes.
And what do you make of that?
Well, adventurers are curious types. I imagine yet they find themselves snooped into rumored parties and things where people go missing, and then once they get there, they go missing.
Very insightful. What do you suppose happens to them?
I figure your fling has lots of pets.
An astute deduction. Well, that being the case, I recommend that you do some digging into who these people are or were before you go to the ball. It might benefit you in some ways down the line.
Your advice will be taken into consideration.
Excellent. It's for your own good, really. It doesn't really matter much for me. Anyway, that is the advice I have to give you for tomorrow. I think other things perhaps you were already savvy about at this point. But if there are other things you may be interested in hearing my take on, I could be persuaded to share, as long as you have more tales of your journeys to tell me as well.
Do you care for your flings at all?
I did.
Did. So you don't anymore, and that's why you're pitting us against them.
Oh, I did for the ones that have died, that is. I do still care about the others.
Then why are you not preventing us from going after them, and instead asking us for the stories of how they died, just for your sick entertainment?
Because he's bored.
Maybe, maybe not. Again, stories of my motivations and personalities, please try to find out for yourselves. But if you still have questions by the time we meet for our conclusive confrontation, I will give my take on things then.
Do I get the sense that he's using them to buy time for his overall plot, or that all of this is factoring in, like him knowing how they died factors into how whatever he has planned for the city?
Are you trying to piece this together rationally or perceive something about his demeanor?
A little bit of both.
Well, roll insight and investigation, but without any bonus from your eyes, because this is more like just a mental investigation thing.
Okay. So that's insight there, and then
I
investigation.
love privately rolled dice.
Oh, I
Right.
don't even know why that is private.
Secret, secret,
Public
God, secret.
investigation.
Okay, 20 for insight, 16 for investigation. For his demeanor, it doesn't. He is very relaxed right now, even as he's telling you all of these things about his final confrontation. Like, there doesn't seem to be any sense of urgency or urgent tones to his voice. Like, he's speaking in a very demure fashion. And there is no real, like, indication, as far as you can remember, of anything that would point to the deaths, like the way that his girlfriends died, being relevant for this. But it is also like a fair deduction that perhaps stalling you guys might be to his benefit, although you're not entirely sure.
Mm-hmm.
But from his tone itself, it doesn't really seem like he's deliberately trying to make you wait. It's more like he's just savoring it.
All right, and this is kind of a question just based off of all of our interactions with him. Have I picked up on anything I might be able to do or say that would make him cry?
I don't think you would, like. You have the clear sense that he indeed does, like, care for, like, Lucina and Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
And his demeanor is not quite as detached when talking about them as it is with other topics. But I don't know if you could think of, like, anything that you could say with regards to them that would actually make him, like, cry.
Mm-hmm.
He hasn't ever gotten close to that kind of emotion so far.
Yeah. And it would also probably specifically have to do with them and not any of the flings.
If you were to hurt one of them, perhaps, but also, like, from your knowledge of people, that could either make him cry or make him kill you, so...
True. Okay. So, you're not going to tell us any stories of your time at the Muspel Garden or tinkering with machines?
Oh, I don't tinker with anything.
Getting others to tinker for you?
It's all in the pages, boy. If there's something missing from them after you've collected them all, I'm more than willing to fill in the blanks. But if there are things, again, not about myself, that you are interested in knowing, for a few morsels of your story, I'm willing
How about
to
the
share.
names and locations of your other flings? That's not about you, it's about them.
Oh, very well.
Obviously, one of them is hosting the party tomorrow.
That is very true. In exchange, then, tell me about your confrontation against Priscilla.
Priscilla was angry that we made her wait all night, but honestly, after dealing with her minions out in the rest of the graveyard, we felt like taking a nap and knew she wasn't going anywhere. When we entered, she had the gravekeeper tied up, and she had those strange inventions that you gave her. I believe it's called a guitar, and the amplifiers. Rala
those
had a lot
things.
of fun taking those apart. We freed the keeper. He fled the scene. And we killed her.
Well,
She
what
had-
about the demons?
Well, one of the demons decided to leave on his own after getting locked up and unable to even participate. The other we finished off quite quickly.
Did we
There were
do
two of
both
them, right?
What
Yeah, it was
happened
the
to
eyeball
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
the eyeball left, right?
Yeah, the
Um,
eyeball's the one that left because he got force caged or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah,
We just
he-
put him in a hamster wheel for a
Yeah, it was
hamster ball for a
Autolux
while.
Resilience Sphere, I think.
Yeah.
We hamster balled him.
Yep.
Good job, Noah.
It was the eyeball one, the burial one, and the ghost one down in the.
Right.
The
The
ghost one was
burial
kinda
one,
what-
I just milli rocked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he didn't even get to do his cool thing, but yeah,
No.
the ghost one was like his own fight sort of thing.
I remember
The
it was
ghost demon
because
wasn't even
we
there.
clarified how my smite was gonna get to work, so I got to do it immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, so you put one of them retreated after being taken out of commission. By what? In what manner exactly?
Put inside a
The
sphere
eye
of force
cage.
and unable to engage at all.
Oh, clever. And the other?
Well,
Demolished.
let me just stare at Lilia. She is
Gives
away
a
with
very
that.
wolfish smile,
Mm-hmm.
more of a
what
baring
about-
of teeth.
Okay. And
I'm
what about the other?
gonna. I'd like to just like lean over to Luna. I'm not even gonna bother casting sending or anything, but or like message. But are we not maybe telling him too much?
Myzel offered. Might as well get his money's worth if he's going to be talking about it.
Well, and what about the other two demons?
I just told you that Lilia took out what was it, the grave one?
The burial
And the-
demon.
All right, the burial demon and the ghost
you told-
demon died.
You-
What?
You've already told him about the eye and the burial one. He's asking about the other two.
I
The other
think
two
there
demons
were
are
four.
Priscilla?
There were three, weren't there?
You fought three.
Bum bum bum.
Didn't
There
we?
were-
We checked all four of the crypts, and only three of them had the marks,
No.
right?
All four had marks.
Did we? I thought we determined that none of the circles were still active, right?
Correct.
That doesn't mean that they weren't there. It just means that they weren't active.
Right.
It didn't
One
have
of
to be
the
active for them to come
demons-
over.
One of the demons was destroyed down in the crypts. The fourth we never encountered, but its activation circle was, or its summoning circle was inactive, and we destroyed it.
You never met the fourth one, you say?
No, have you?
Of course. And I don't think that's entirely correct for all of you either.
Sit by the orphanage.
I don't think so. But to be honest, I don't know precisely where that one is.
And who do you think's met it?
That will be your fun to find out. That's not the knowledge that you exchanged for this story, if you remember.
That was the
Go
one that
ahead.
killed Priscilla, right?
Sorry, what?
That was the one that killed Priscilla, right?
Yes.
I remember, because I'm pretty sure I threw the daggers in very specific spots.
So,
Deliver on your end.
very well. Penny, as you know, is at the Maximoff Manor currently, preparing for her ball. In fact, I might drop by there later today, since I won't be attending after all. As for the others, he kind of like makes a grimace. They are at the church.
Pretty much
And
knew
their
that.
names?
Their names?
That was part of the deal.
That's fine. I don't mind that. I'm just going to have to check my mental archives.
Type of dude that said he remember their names.
That's DM speech for I don't fucking remember because they're not
Oh,
involved right
I
now.
know.
I
This
need-
this is
I need to
this
go
is player
check.
speak for I'm making it his real life character.
Hold on, I have like 3 separate PDFs that need to open real quick.
Yeah.
Scrambles into the subfolders.
I am a little shocked that you don't have the last name of one of the 4 people we're meant to kill on top of your head.
Bold of you to assume it's one person.
Oh shit!
He says.
Sure, so real.
He says,
He says they're called Kelly, Maria, and Valeska.
One of these doesn't sound like the other.
Well, they all have their roots.
And you said all 3 of them are at the Church of Hestia?
Correct.
No wonder the father has gone over to your side as well.
Well, perhaps you will find the truth of that story in time. But, for what it's worth, if you had bothered to ask Priscilla or Lineker about this, they probably would have just told you.
Priscilla would have told us to fuck off. Lineker probably didn't care.
Neither of them had any love for that priest. And, to be fair, I don't either.
It was Priscilla who told us he was on your side anyway.
Exactly. Did it seem like she liked him?
Not in the slightest.
Kind of puts his hands forward in a kind of like, there you have it fashion.
Not for nothing, she didn't care. She didn't seem to care for much.
Are we done here? Anyone else have any questions?
It doesn't have to be about the current situation either. I have plenty to share, as long as it's not about me, again.
But all of it comes at a cost, right?
Yes. I mean, compared to the people that you've met so far, I think I'm probably far from the toughest of bargains.
Do things pertaining to Lucina pertain to you?
Well, if it's about my relationship with her or things thereabouts, yes. But if it's just about my daughter, no.
Nah, it's fine. You can leave.
Will that be everything then?
We have more of your story to read. Get along now.
I don't want you spoiling anything for us.
See? You do have some spirit left in you. How satisfying. Well then. He puts his hand on the table and raises himself up. Pleasure doing business with you, and if you change your minds and decide there is something you're willing to share with me, for free or at a cost, well, just kind of ponders for a second. Just say it to anyone in the city. It's gonna get to me eventually. On the whole, good night. Congratulations on your success tonight, and stay tuned to the news tomorrow. He walks past all of you, and he doesn't like skirt around you or anything. He literally just walks like right through the middle of you all. Heads to
The last thing that Priscilla saw.
Hmm.
And then we'll just toss 2 daggers and they'll curve. And right before they get to his face, they'll clash against each other and then just flick off in opposite directions. Something like that.
Make a will saving throw.
Get under your skin, they did. And I will add my D8 and bite the bullet.
Okay, what do you do to avoid?
The one that sort of reflects away from him sort of flashes back into her hand, and she just stabs gently into her leg as she stares him blankly in the face,
Yeah, his eyes
making
like
precise eye contact, as if to say, "Remember when that you gave me the command?"
his eyes like glimmer for a little bit, like as he looks at you. He's not like phased by the daggers or anything, but they kind of glow. And seeing you stab yourself, he goes like, "Oh my, that is a terribly bad habit you've developed, young woman. I hope you can seek help soon." I heard there was a great psychiatrist in town, but perhaps she's not feeling very disposed of late.
Haha, we know who that is.
Well, toodaloo.
Glad to know I can still get underneath your skin, Marco.
He opens the door and just very like flamboyantly waves at you, like with his back turned, and it closes behind him.
I feel like I need to take a shower after talking to him.
I
Feel free.
agree.
It's open now.
Don't we
No.
think we may be overshared?
Possibly.
The entire conversation to me felt like we were telling the enemy exactly what we had planned, what we've been living through, what we've been dealing with.
I agree, and that's one of the reasons I don't want to share anything that's unnecessary, but we also have literally no idea what he's planning, and I figured the leads of where his remaining people are would at least let us get the rest of those journal entries.
Those
Since he's
aren't
not going to tell us
leads.
anything himself.
Mizel, these aren't leads. And that isn't information. And none of this is some secret that we're trying to figure out. It's just his story.
Is he one of them, what are they called, like a voyeurs?
A voyeur? Sure, he loves watching people.
Just gently covering Rollo's ears. Maybe we don't talk about voyeurs. No, I know how you feel about sharing information. Seems like he has plenty all on his own. I think part of him just likes getting off and hearing it from us.
Part of it, though, I still can't figure out. He knows most of what we told him just from being in their heads, and so why does he want it from us directly? I think it goes beyond
Myzel-
just wanting to know our combat abilities. He knows
Myzel,
he's
when
not the strongest.
When I pulled my little stunt there at the end, what did you pick up from him? Was he angry? Annoyed?
DM, can I make an insight check?
Yep.
Yay.
It did. That seemed like he was annoyed, but not like super annoyed. Like just a little like, when your patience is running a little dry. But you do sense that it wasn't at what was said to him, but at the daggers being thrown as sort of like, you read his expression as being very like, "Oh, you're trying to scare me, really?" Like, it was
More
kind of
like
like
rebuking a dog of just like, no.
yeah, pretty much.
It wasn't anything you said that got under his skin. He was more irritated that you presumed to throw those at him. He still sees himself as above everyone else.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
I can't wait to get to punch him.
I'm right there with you.
Are you gonna punch him too? Should I teach you how to throw? Do you know how to throw a punch?
No way.
Myzel kind of just looks at their fists and just like, if I really had to, I might, but probably not.
Maybe I'll teach you in the morning while everyone else is waking up. Well, no, now you get up late too.
Surely your gauntlet has a violence mode, right?
Violence mode?
Obviously, and the like silvered chain appears in Myzel's hand.
Oh no, he's gonna wrap me up in his chain.
The gauntlet is feeling a little bit more uncomfortable now.
Because Marco walked away.
No, it's been feeling a little bit not to an extreme degree, but a little bit more less comfortable since you let Ashini leave.
Oh, we came to an agreement on that.
Sure, but it's still a little like, again, it's not some. It's just that before it seemed to, you wouldn't even notice it was there. It's kind of like it was cushioned, but now it's like actually feeling like a metal thing.
That's what you get for making deals. Only Sith steals and absolutes, Myzel. That's your problem. I'm gonna kill every vampire. Even the good
Didn't
ones?
say kill.
There is no such thing as a good vampire.
Hey, didn't say kill.
So get rid
That's
of
the whole point.
Get rid of and kill are cousins.
I mean,
Almost never said, "Hey, get rid of
I'm
that
not gonna-
person."
I'm not gonna say anything else about it. You can work that out later.
It's for him to work out.
It's,
I see him
that's
start-
what I mean. That's what I mean.
If I see
Yep,
him
yep.
start attacking random people or migrating them, I'm gonna be like, "What the fuck, bro?"
Next thing you know, vampires are gonna have migratory patterns like fucking birds because of my Zell.
Noah, let's read his note and go to bed. I'm tired.
How long is it?
I
I
don't know.
think to myself as
Well,
I bring it out.
the notes themselves, like the handout that I give you guys is like the abridged version of like several days, sometimes months worth of diary pages. So it takes a little bit to get through them.
We should probably do it before we.
Should we do it in the morning, or do you want to do it now?
We should do it before the morning because Lucina isn't going to be late.
Yeah, that's true.
I can read them now then.
Give us the notes, fine DM. Let us see.
What the hell?
Oh no, man.
We yearn for the peppers, my lord.
We yearned for the story. Give us the plot.
I volunteer to not read because I'm still coughing. It's kind of annoying.
God, we're thirsty for this
But
plot.
Noah wanted to read.
I know, but I'm coughing. I'm pissing myself off.
The boy's
Yeah.
already dying.
Let's-
Let someone else read it.
Yeah, let's pretend Noah is reading like in character with someone else.
somebody-
reads it out.
We can all do our
Somebody
best
put
Noah
Do Noah's-
voices.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
yes. I was gonna say that. Oh my god, how did you
God.
know?
I want Idol to do his Noah first.
Oh my god.
Pass.
Bro.
Wait, no, wait. Okay, hold on. Can you do Rala doing Noah?
God, no.
Some Australian.
Role playing a character interpreting another character is hell. Like it's actually hell.
It's my favorite
It's
thing, though.
funny.
Where are the notes, by the way?
Yeah.
It also adds this fucked up layer of I have to consider Lilia canonically not being that great of a reader and putting that into play of trying to have a character pretending to be another. That's too much. I am way too mentally exhausted for that much mental gymnastics.
So, first of all, Nico, roll a d4.
Who?
Nix.
That's what I thought.
Nixo.
Yeah,
That's a D6.
Okay.
That's a D3.
That's a
D3.
What the
fuck is
fuck?
this?
What the
you
fuck?
talking
hell?
It
Oh,
looks
did
like a
worse.
D6, and then I
Can we
realized it
keep
was
the
one
two?
D6 mod.
Okay. You actually. All right. Kind of like chronological order, I guess. Let me just configure ownership. Where's. Who's reading?
Oh, there it is. I'll do I'm gonna do Noah. I'm gonna do Luna doing Noah. I'm gonna try.
Okay, Godspeed.
Wonderful. Subarashi.
In the name of chronicling my own life, I shall commit my. I feel like Luna's doing it facetiously. I shall commit my experiences to record. Perhaps much like. Okay, now I'm just gonna do this Noah. It's too fun. Okay. In the name of chronicling my own life, I shall commit my experiences to record. Perhaps, much like I have done myself, one day someone will find these writings and enrich another someone's life with it. Having been born in Muspel Garden to a family of remarkable jewelers, one could say my childhood was comfortable. I never wanted for anything material. I can't do this anymore, I'm tired. Though my lack of real talent for their craft did somewhat diminish the affection they directed toward me. But if I ever cared about that, it was at an age so young it's long left my memories. My older brother was sufficient for inheriting the family business, so any lack of involvement on my part was largely inconsequential. Whereas my parents' passion lay in crafting accessories, I found my own in crafting stories, or retelling them. At any rate, I never did care much about people's feeling. I found their life stories. I found their life stories in them. What?
Life stories
But I
in
found
themselves.
their life stories in themselves to be quite fascinating. The way you can find the same character in vastly different roles depending on who you're asking, for instance. Absolutely delightful. Entrancing, even. Most of my 20s and 30s were thus spent abandoning any superficial duties at my parents' shop in favor of hitting a tavern to listen to other people's stories or retreating into my own study to write and write away until daybreak, enriching whatever I'd learned of others' lives with my finely chosen words. The second side of my youthful days was, of course, the woman.
Women.
As it turns out, me and my prose always proved quite charming to them. Unnaturally so at times, I felt. I couldn't be arsed to remember their names at first, but if you lived in a closed-off city long enough, hit enough bars, you'll end up having a good amount of regulars. Eventually, you put a name to the face, or to their other, more alluring features. At any rate, quite a few of them were very taken with me, proposed to me, told me they'd leave their husbands or wives, whatever. Most of them were not bad women by any means. And the sex was quite often good, but I simply never felt anything for them. Ugh.
I can't wait to punch him.
I have something very particular for him, but involves Noah hurting me a bit.
What?
Oh,
I'll tell you later.
say less.
I don't know which comment's more concerning.
Yeah, no, who wants to do number 2?
All right, I'll go for number 3. Like, IRL. I'll do that.
Those are the pages we've already read.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Right.
Wait, what?
What?
The-
No, there's
the-
3 different pages, right?
Yeah, we've already
The
read
end-
entry 2 and entry
Yeah.
3.
Oh.
You already
okay.
had 2 and 3.
Sure.
You got number 1 now.
I won't read
I forgot.
anything.
It's been a while since we opened that up.
There are a total of 6 pages.
Gee, there's 4 more people.
Correct.
Yeah, he told us 3 of them, and maybe he's keeping one for himself.
No. He told us all 4 of them.
There
Penny
is
is the host of the balls, and then there's Kelly, Maria, and Veska. Was that the last one?
Valeska.
Valeska.
Penelope. Maria. Ellie.
So he's a sociopath. Shocking.
Was anyone
That's me, I should
surprised?
go then.
Mazel does not raise hand.
He tells me I need to go see a therapist.
Really, men will do anything but go see a therapist.
What was that?
Men will do anything but go see a therapist.
That is true. Mazel, do you want to go see a therapist?
Actually, there is one particular therapist I need to pay a visit to. Do you think you could help me with that?
Are you talking about the one we just met, or are you being coy?
No, that's the one.
Well, what exactly are you planning?
I don't know yet.
You see, when you say things like that,
It makes
it
me want
inclines
to
me
know.
to tell you no.
Well, that's what I want your help with.
What do you want me to help you with exactly here? Because
Well,
my advice is to not go near her unless she's done something wrong.
thing I told you the night we killed Selena.
Okay. If that is that serious, then when my handler gets here from the port, I will ask them if they can handle that.
Would be amazing.
I can't believe you make me run Q around like that. You will owe her a coffee.
I'll owe her more than that if she agrees to go with your person.
No, I meant Q.
Oh,
Not Sheeny.
wow.
You owe a Sheeny much more than a coffee.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, can you leave? My friend made a pact with his gauntlets and make sure he gets all vampires out of Grimvar. Sorry, I know your life is here, but magic gauntlets.
At least until we can figure out how to cure vampirism. Nothing serious.
Lilia, you were right. Men will do literally anything but go see a therapist.
Literally anything, I swear.
Rala, learn
Mhm.
from this. Talk about your problems with adults that will listen correctly.
Okay.
And most importantly, don't fall in love with a man.
See, I dodged that bullet.
Have you done that already, Mazel?
It's none of your business.
So you
Luckily
have.
for me, I have option.
I think I've
Oh, well.
taken the best option here.
Yeah, I feel. Do you don't? I feel like you give off the vibes of nothing.
I think so too.
Cool.
Listen, if
Good job.
Noah hasn't been attracted to something or someone that we've met at this point, I don't think he's going to be attracted to anything.
I think it's just like books. I think he's like a book lover, I guess.
I do love books. I love knowledge. And I think maybe I'm starting to enjoy life as whatever kind of being I am. But besides being friends with people like yourselves and some of the nice ones we've met, anything else just kind of feels like a little bit too much. Unnecessary to me.
Well, I'm glad we all got our sensualities on the table and introduced Rala to a plethora of avenues that she can grow up into.
Oh yeah,
She
did
might
we
be
want to
into
use
pens.
those eye drops?
Oh, who was good? You were going to use them, right?
I think that's what we decided. Yeah.
I think that might be the best.
Did Noah already analyze them with the alchemical eyes things?
I believe it was hand waved a little bit. We were going to, but it was
I
revealed
think,
to us by a godly voice that we simply cannot duplicate these.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there was
But,
like a
I
voice
can't
from
remember if
above
we-
as we started the conversation.
I mean, the
I can't remember if
active-
we made an Arcana check.
I just told you like to simplify things. Like
yeah.
the
like,
the base, yeah, the base agent of it is
chaos.
no, it's Marco's like a drop from Marco's eye. If you can't
Could we do
you can't replicate that, and if you dilute it, it's not going to have any further like a further effect. Essentially,
Yeah.
like it's only worth one dose.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask: is like, could could Noah make our contract to know that if we were to kill him if these effects were end?
Hmm.
Because I'm
Well,
I
not
myself-
actually sure if we know how these effects end aside from these tiers right now.
One of you can make an Arcana check, yes?
I shall give it a go, although I have a feeling that I might not be able to find out.
20. The effect seems to resemble a curse. Curses can be tricky. Sometimes, if they're spoken as like a particularly powerful grudge, like in the natural way, which is you don't need any magical knowledge, you just need a lot of willpower to curse someone and say some ominous words. It often will last like after the person passes and beyond, because it latches onto the person's soul, essentially. That is what sets curses apart from other kinds of magic, because they latch onto the soul of the... You know, when you concentrate on a spell, it's kind of like your soul is tethering the spell. When you curse someone, it's the other way around. It's like the person's soul itself is tethering the spell, so it's kind of a bitch, because you have to get rid of something that's latched onto you, not latched onto someone else. When it comes to curses that are produced like artificially, quote unquote, that is by using magic with like, he didn't curse you guys because he has a very big grudge against you and his great vindication is cursing you and your family for all time. Like, it wasn't that kind of curse. It was just something premeditated. He intended to do it. Yes, premeditated. And through the and especially through the means of a magical item, so to speak, which is his eyes. So there is a possibility, not necessarily, but there is a possibility that either killing him or getting his eyes, like having someone else attuned to the eyes or destroying the eyes would perhaps lift the curse. Because since it's not a natural curse, it might not be completely attached to the target's soul. It could still be tethered to the point of origin.
You're gonna make us put his eyes in? That's so gross of you. Sexual harassment.
Ocular harassment.
Put her curses on us, then force his eyes on us.
I had a different question, like off topic, so let me know whenever you are good for that one.
That's all I wanted to know, is whether or not we could, if it's a killing getting rid of the thing, or we'll have to do something else. It seems like it's something else.
Yeah, it's about Eldritch Adept.
Oh, is it that thing that we posted?
Yeah, I got that right. I think we ended up saying it's okay for Noah to grab it.
Yes, but did you see what me and Kevin came to conclusion to on after
I
you
did
left? So because of how new Warlock works, like there isn't like a Warlock thing aside from maybe I think detect magic that you can't like get unless you have more than like one level in Warlock.
I think
There's actually a few.
Yeah, I think
Unless
the
I'm completely
pacts-
wrong.
No,
I think
not the new
pacts
one.
Are,
Not the new one? Let's say Eldritch Adept.
Everything's like level 2,
other
like
characterization
minimum or something like that.
Does
I
that
don't think so.
filter?
I'm looking at this here. I mean, like, disregard the specific feed, but it seems like there's several that I can grab. Like level requirements.
Yeah, like Armor of Shadows, Ascendant Step.
Yeah. I see a good
levels-
amount of things that I
Those
could
are the
Double
old ones,
side,
is what I'm saying. Ascended Step is
No. They're new ones. They're the PHP 24 ones. They don't have requirements. Ascendant Step, Armor of Shadows, Devil's Sight, Eldritch Mind.
Yeah. Just a few.
Fiendish Vigor, Gaze of Two Minds, Gift of the Depths.
Gaze of Two Minds, I need level 5.
Wait, no, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a couple. Not a whole
Um,
ton, but there's a couple, certainly.
Oh no, Ascendant is level 5. Eldritch Mind.
Eyes of the Runekeeper. Now, I was wondering, I currently cannot read. If I grab Eyes of the Runekeeper, which says you can read all writing.
Still can't read, bro.
Fuck.
I see
But-
Ascended
but
Step is
I'm-
level 5+. I see Devil Sight's level 2+.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Ascendant Step is 5, yeah.
But just level 2, like it's like whatever. Like you can get the ones that the prerequisite is level 2 as well, because that's
Yeah,
like
the the level
the
2
normal-
plus were the ones that were intended for like. We don't want you to take this with level 1 because we want you to take one of the pact boons for level 1.
yeah, it's basically like don't just motor class into Warlock and get this like for one level of Warlock. You know,
Yeah.
get 2 at least.
Yeah.
But it's like between a prerequisite of like 1 or 2, it's like whatever. Just get the ones with level 2 as well if
Yeah.
you want to. Like,
I'm
whatever.
honestly
Yeah,
between
that's all we
Eldritch
got.
Mind and Eldritch Sight. Or, hang on, think I had seen another one that was interesting.
Yeah, the one thing I'm going to ask is that you make it like thematic to the stuff that went down in the
Yeah.
sanatorium. Like that you
Yeah.
find that you explain it in that way. Otherwise, it's like fine.
What had
Like
I
I
just
wanted to
seen?
get like Gift of the Depths. Like how did the things in the sanatorium make you breathe underwater? You know, like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
No, he just doesn't breathe air.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna send this to chat and ask for opinions, but I'm between Eldritch Mind and Eldritch Sight.
Chat.
One
is
of
this,
those I'd like to have.
Chat is this meta.
How many other ways do we have of getting detect magic across the party? I feel like we have a number of them already.
I think all 3 of us can just cast it, but,
But
it still
at will's
costs a
pretty
slot.
nifty.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want to use spell slots on it.
Yeah,
I was when I came to a group with 3 spellcasters and none of you had detect magic. I was appalled.
I just didn't have it prepared.
It was an
Appalled.
oversight.
Is it
Appalled.
my
Yeah,
time?
honestly, a complete oversight on my end as well.
Is it my time to deal with someone who has permanent detect magic? Like,
Yes.
is this what fate has in store for me?
I'm not sure if I
I-
want to though, like, because the Eldritch Mind seems really good. Although I have a very high con stat already.
It's also basically just Warcaster at that point.
Yeah,
It's
it's just
less good.
Warcaster.
It's less
Yeah.
good Warcaster.
Yeah, it's worse Warcaster.
Worst caster.
Worse ca-
I mean,
was
but
thinking the
It's
same.
it's also for free.
It's
know?
also for free, but like you also might get a ASI one like eventually. But
Yeah. I think I'll
It's a-
probably go with
it's close.
Eldritch Sight. And I apologize in advance. But also you said
no, he does it
level.
to you. Don't apologize.
I know.
I'm not complaining.
Also, you said level
just
2s are
saying.
fine.
Yeah.
Now, there's one that I was looking at. I don't know if you would want that, but it's called Lessons of the First.
It's an origin feat, right, of your choice.
I get to pick an origin feat, yeah.
Let me take a look at the list of origin feats.
Here,
I'm gonna
I
use
can
the
link it, I
gift
have it
feat.
open.
I don't know. Yeah, I have it open as well. Alert, crafter, healer, lucky. Just don't get lucky.
Yeah, I
Like,
wouldn't. I don't like
lucky is
that.
out of the table, but the other ones, tough, and brawler. I think I already have tough, right?
Like, I could,
Actually,
I could bump my initiative even more.
Do you also already have tough?
I have tough, yeah. Come on.
Yeah, in that
I'm
case,
the-
it's fine.
I'm the tankiest motherfucker in this house.
Yeah, you can get lessons of reverse ones.
I think you actually are. I'm pretty sure you have more health than me.
I currently have
Ooh.
94, sorry.
No, never mind. I'm at 116.
Yeah, you're a barbarian. That would be...
I've also rolled really well on one of my hit dice.
Yeah, I mean, that would be so impressive if a wizard outrolled a barbarian.
I think when we started this campaign, we were close.
Yeah.
shockingly high HP.
Yeah, at the start, whenever you started, we both started. You were not that far below me.
Like I said, I've learned my lesson. No more mytheries.
You are no longer a unit of health.
I'm no longer paper. Bless you. I think I'm gonna go with Eldritch. What was it called?
Sight?
Sight.
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 is
Yeah.
detect
And I thought
Detect
you were
magic.
getting...
Detect
yeah,
magic.
Yeah, detect magic. Right. Alright.
All right. Now, how the fuck do I import that? Import.
More like
Beats.
Eldritch Mind
He did it,
sucking
guys.
dis
How do
I
I
found
import
it.
that? Import.
He did it.
Would I go into? No, I don't go into feats, right? Oh, do I go into feats and then click from there? I think so.
Depends if you're into that.
Yeah, Yuki,
Do what?
probably right. If I want to get Eldritch Sight, I go into Eldritch Adept and then click through there.
Yeah. Just import Eldritch Adapt and it should prompt you to pick up one of them.
Yes, it does. Okay, Eldritch Sight. Okay, Eldritch Sight. Geto. Arigato.
Boom. Noah instantly has permanent detect magic. Let's go.
And I cast it immediately.
I'm naked.
I casted it. Now, I do wonder, how will this affect my eyes? They are currently red already. Kind of fucky-wucky in the Selena style.
Add the
Let me
ring
just-
again.
Honestly,
You want to what?
honestly,
Can we give him the rings from the Rinnegan
yeah, I
in
think,
his eyes?
Renegade?
actually,
I
Naruto.
allow it. I allow it.
Renegade?
could I have something a little twisted and
Is that-
different?
Is that how it's called?
I was thinking,
Could I
like, what if
have-
your irises started to like,
Rinnegan.
have tentacles
Rinnegan.
going out into your sclera?
I was thinking something like that,
Ugh.
or what I was thinking is around the iris, I would have several other eyes, kind of just circling it.
Ooh.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, what if your pupil opened up like a mouth?
Ah!
I do that with my ring already.
Both of those things were in my description for the eye demon, and you guys recoiled. And I'm like, oh, so you like that? Make up your mind.
No. We like it on us. It's aesthetic.
Oh,
It's choice.
Sure.
Also, it was just an eye with a mouth. Disgusting. An eye on a
Gross.
mouth on a person.
It also had pus
Kind of goth.
oozing
Kind of
out of
hot.
it.
Oh, I got a pussy oozing out of me too, but
Oh, gotta leave that snail trail moist.
yeah, I'm not wielding
Okay,
that shit in front of everybody.
Decide yourself on the flavor.
Yeah, so around the
Good
center
job.
of my eye.
Well done on that one. That was like a full critical hit. I love that you can hear the like burial of the head in the hands.
Literally.
I regret the choice.
I feel like there's no end sometimes that I forget that like other people are not willing to just full commit to the bit. It's so hard.
So I think what I'm gonna do is around the iris there are several other small eyes circling Noah's eye now.
Ew, I hate it.
Very cool.
Ugh.
And one more little thing to add to that.
But why?
When I blink, they blink, but they also blink on their own sometimes.
What if they like
How are
blink in
you
a
going
circular
to
pattern?
interact with any regular person ever again?
I'm gonna start wearing sunglasses.
Cool.
Okay, but if when you blink, they blink. Like nobody's gonna see that they
No,
blink because you're blinking.
Yeah, but now you know that they're blinking.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean?
Cool.
It's like now you're aware.
But they also
So
blink
here's
some extra
okay,
times.
so here's the question though. You said that there are. No. I'm gonna make you hear me out on this. You gotta hear me out now. So how do the individual eyes on the inside of the eyes blink? Do they have their own individual eyelids? Because the eyelids are what's blinking here. So that means you're having like hundreds of little eyelids on the inside of your eyelids, so you just feel them tickling on the inside.
I
I asked
No,
myself
I-
that as well, but I didn't
no.
want to ask.
I think it's more like eyelidless blinks. So you can tell that they're like bloop, closing for a
Bitch
moment, but they're
out.
not.
bitch the fuck how?
Magic.
Bitch fucking how?
Magic.
They're just like contracting and then
So
relaxing.
just like the pupils like dilate and constrict.
Yeah, sure. Yes,
Okay.
let's do
Yeah,
that.
they're like flattening and then like going
They're
back.
not
to the
blinking. They're okay.
They're
get it.
eyelashes.
All right, there we go. I had to have the justification there on that.
And I'll be back in just a moment. And I'm going to go outside. And I don't actually know where I put this feet. Oh, wait, it's in this spell. Hang on.
Aren't
Oh,
they in
no,
your
it's
shoes?
Well, yeah, why do you have spare feet in your bag?
not.
That's weird, dog.
Oh, weird.
I don't actually think I copied it over. I'm gonna have to do that from Roll20 now. I hope that's still up. But there was a part in my ability that allowed me to craft things out of snow via the creation spell. So I'm gonna step outside for just a few moments, grab a handful of snow, and I'm gonna focus on it for as long as I need. And I'm going to shape them into a nice pair of black glasses that I'm gonna wear. And then I'll
You're
come
gonna
back
what?
inside.
One of the nice pair of glasses.
I'm gonna create out of snow a pair of glasses that I'm gonna wear. Black glasses.
Okay.
And he made Ray Bans.
What is it with wizards in our games and starting to wear glasses?
Intelligence.
man.
It's just a sign of intellect.
Two for
Look,
two.
all I can say is hot and sexy people wear glasses.
Honestly. And then I come back inside.
That
and
explains
I
a
say,
lot. I don't wear glasses.
Yeah, next
Oh,
fight.
buddy.
Damn.
Don't talk about my friend like that. That's fucked up.
No one told you to do you like that.
I'm actually gonna see. Roll20, you didn't delete the game, right? Dungeon
That's
Master?
what you think.
Sorry, what?
You didn't delete the game on Roll20, right?
I didn't. No.
Okay. I'm just gonna go back in there, and I forgot to copy paste over the creation portion of my feature. But I'm wearing sunglasses now
Nice.
at night. So that answers your question, Lilia. If they don't see my eyes, they won't be able to freak out as much, I guess.
I mean, that works.
They
It'll
look
have to
very
work.
good on you, Noah.
You
Yes, we
sound
go to bed.
exhausted.
Can we put these
Yes.
eye drops in?
Yes, please.
We're doing
Lily,
it
I
for
think I
Lilius.
trust you to do it.
I would think you would trust yourself, yes.
Aluna, I'm Lilia. Aluna, I trust you to do it. It's been a long day.
I rub her head and I put the eye drops.
All right. You put the eye drops over Lilia's eyes, exactly one drop for each eye, and Lilia, you feel kind of like the world unfocusing and then refocusing again, but it seems like it's not a visual thing, it's more of a mental thing, but it seems like it goes a little back to how it should be. And those of you watching, you watch that as the eye drops sort of like dissolve into Lilia's eye. They also seem to be causing like something slightly pink colored to first like appear and then sort of like dissipate. And well, I didn't
Detect
bother you
magic.
too much.
Detect magic.
What do you mean detect magic?
It's alright, it's going off right now.
Yeah.
No, yeah, like it's just like it's the spell fading essentially.
Okay.
And I didn't bother you too much about it for roleplay reasons, but all this time, like the ones that are affected by the curse are also charmed by Marco, so it's
Yeah.
but
Oh,
you
so
do
they should
feel
have been nicer.
yeah, I'm not like monitoring, but yes, like it's hard to bring yourself to be mean to him or refuse the things that he asks or demands of you even.
I'd been trying to like
But-
use that to enforce the way I was answering his questions.
No, I get it. I get it.
I don't know
Um,
if that had been clocked or not. I'm trying to be like, I'm not gonna refuse you, but I'm not gonna give you what you want, but I'm not gonna refuse you.
Yeah. But now you definitely feel like that sort of dissipating, and you can feel however negatively you want about him again.
Bro, there's like a moment of you see just kind of like a dog shaking themselves dry almost. And then she grabs Aluna into just a crushing hug. And if Rala is nearby, she is absolutely getting caught in it. And anyone else nearby. Everyone's getting caught in this. My arms are big enough for everyone. That is why there's so many muscles. It's for hugging my friends.
I mean, you do
There's a-
actually have arms long enough to do this, I think.
I've got the wingspan for it.
Hold on. You have to ask Noah before you hug him.
Be careful, you're going to shatter me.
You can be on the edge.
That's alright.
I was just
Uh,
looking at my Lindsey Sterling CDs.
I'll allow it.
Can we please cuddle in a bed?
Yeah.
No.
It's okay. You didn't have to be invited, Noah.
I do wonder sometimes if I get too warm if I'll start melting, so I'd rather not find out tonight.
Oh, but you probably feel so cold in a hot night. You're like the perfect.
What if you
thing.
like
You're
lay on the floor next and just like have something blowing wind across you? Just like have it be in the crosswind.
Oh. Or could you hold like? I know you don't really sleep, but could you like hug our pillows while you're working, and then like when it seems like we're tussling because it's too hot, could you then throw those pillows back onto us?
I think I'll just sit on the side, and I'll watch you while you sleep.
Wait, that's a cool new job. Pillow chiller.
Pillow chiller is actually that sounds pretty cool actually.
Patent it, hurry.
If I had an absurd amount of money, yeah, Aluna's just gonna fucking wash up and get ready for bed. It's
It's very much just like military efficient shower of just like get clean bed.
I'm going to stay up a little bit longer. I feel some new power surging through me. I think there's a few new spells that I can use.
nice.
Every so often, it just seems as though memories come back to me from another time.
I'm sorry, I just saw what our DM posted in the thing with Noah. Okay.
No, now
Can
when
we?
I go to read, I can hold the book so you don't have to have your hands busy.
Thank you so much. Can't wait until I can read more than just his stupid books.
Never meet your heroes.
Truly.
Okay. Does anyone have anything else?
I need a reminder. How do I just get an extra into the sheet?
How do you
An
what?
extra what?
An extra level into the sheet?
Click on
You
the
go
up
to-
button.
Fellas,
If you want to
I'm
use
gonna-
Character Mancer, you can use the up arrow that's on your character sheet, or you just drag a level of wizard on from the compendium.
I'm
There is an
gonna
up button.
leave for like 5 minutes because I'm
Okay.
painfully hungry.
Bye,
I
bitch.
just
I
need to
also
get,
just
like-
had food get here, and I want to go grab
Yeah.
it. That's amazing
Yeah.
timing. Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you
And
so
you
much for
guys,
this.
you guys settle the level stuff while I do that.
Yeah, and
Can
I,
we
well, I
long-
get to go
we hit
grab
the
it.
long rest
Amazing
button?
timing.
What?
Can we hit the long rest button?
What? Yes.
The long rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so. Oh my god, the spell set came back to me. Lovely. Holy shit, that was dry. Okay,
Dry
so
ice.
I could go into import and then class and then
Not
just do
not
that.
import.
No?
Just like on the front page of your character sheet, there's a level up button.
Where the... Oh! Cannot level up.
Why not?
I don't know, it says no known classes found. Failed to find and or load subclass with chronergy from flags.
That's weird because you were literally you
I am in
imported
it, yeah. I'm not sure why.
Huh. Okay, go to the compendium. The D&D SRD content.
Mm-hmm. And then just go look for the wizard now.
Yeah, and drag it on.
Yeah.
Or actually, hang on. You might be able to wizard chronergy.
I'm just doing it.
It probably exists in the thing somewhere. You could import it probably.
Roll. No!
Critical.
Do we reroll once? I don't remember.
I think so.
I'm gonna wait for
Yes.
God to return.
Be right back.
Not you.
What is your HP again?
Now 99 if I take the one. If I get anything else,
Unbelievable
it's
how
a
close
higher.
we are in HP, bro. Unbelievable.
I genuinely made it a point this time not to be absolutely playing with.
But
That
you're
was a-
like, you
that was a
have a lot of
painful
health
experience.
for a wizard.
Yeah, I went. Obviously,
Like, there's an average
Intelligence?
amount, and then you're like less than 20, but believe me.
yeah, I went intelligence first, and then I maxed out. Not maxed, but con is my second highest stat, and then I went for tough as well as a feature. So I
What con
got
are you at?
I don't know what's
18.
more annoying.
Oh, damn, you have more con than me.
Oh, yeah, I never put my con unless I'm like making a point of the character. My con never goes beyond 14.
I'm
I
16, and that's probably as high as I'll ever.
I
need to.
did
Well,
have an in-game reason also is that when I was created, I was made to break, so my con had to be high.
Yeah, because you were a back. You were like a.
Yeah, I was the backup.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
black box.
No, even
Not a
even
white
red
box?
ended up even red at level 20 ended up not even having like the highest health because everyone ended up taking a lot of con stuff near the end.
Yeah, at that point you're just like, why not? What else do I have to get at this level?
Yeah,
I think Nerali had more HP than red.
you could have triple classed into like ranger, bard, whatever. What else fucked up shit did I pick?
Yeah, you could also consider, just like making it really complicated to play your character whenever the DM has to inevitably try and play for you because you're missing a session.
That was so funny.
That was so fucked up of you, man. Making this absolutely convoluted ass character and then immediately having to miss session.
So fun, dude. Not just miss session. I was gone for half a year. That was insane.
You fucking did.
Oh god, I felt so bad.
This running
Instead of it just being like, oh yeah, no, it's a fairly standard character. It's like this is something I don't know.
Because if you didn't play the turns there like really well, I did nothing.
I started doing his voice. I started doing
Who's-
Chev's
voice?
like whenever he had like
Oh yeah, hit me. I want to hear that.
All right, so the way I get into it as I use Nerali's name because like you said her name very in a very specific way. So I go Nerali, Nerali.
Give me a
I
hard
don't
R.
think that's a good idea. Nerali.
Nerali.
Nirali.
I believe
But
in
honestly,
you. Don't get us
no,
killed.
that is really good because I did want to make it a point that his accent was less strong towards the end. Because he was a speaker now, public speaker, a leader.
Man of the people. Okay.
Yeah.
Red's fucking speed was disgusting near the end.
He was speed.
He really was. I had a
Booster
40
speed or
foot.
goofy.
I had a 40-foot base speed, and then I had a boots of speed. We made it 80, and then I would often have haste on. So then 60.
I'm back.
Guys, I need your opinion
Well,
before the DM returns. DM, close your eyes 1 second.
Okay, I'm
Close your eyes, close your
Close
ears.
your eyes.
closing my eyes.
Team, should I go for Avalanche or Blizzard?
I don't know what that's.
Yeah,
First
you
spell
said
is-
2 words, dog. Cool.
Can you post those spells so we know what
yeah.
they do at
Yeah.
all?
Yes. They're both cold themed.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there's others, but these two are the ones that I'm most interested in. There's
How
also
many,
freezing. There's also
concentration spells do
freezing
you have?
sphere. I have a good amount, so I'm thinking maybe not blue.
Yeah, that's all. That's the only thing I was gonna.
Yeah, you do have a lot of concentration things
do.
already that summon snow and ice.
I hate
However,
concentration so much.
It's annoying. However, there's also a very cool one that is called, hang on, Odiluk's Freezing Sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds cool as hell.
Oh,
I don't like when Nariluk does spherical spells. They seem to get in my way often.
Actually, sorry guys, I don't even know why I asked. I had already. I forgot.
I asked you
Ju-
guys this
just-
because I was intending on ignoring your opinion anyway.
Just me
You're the
things.
worst.
It's a different concentration spell, but it is so cool,
Oh my god.
Constipation
and I'm
spell.
keeping it.
Constipation spell.
Yeah.
Off
and then
topic, I really love planet growth of this spell. I think it's just fun.
I think it's
And when
neat.
it's awesome, it's really awesome.
And then I get to select one more low level spell. Or well, I want to grab a low level. Silvery Barbs.
Sir, that is illegal.
Is incorrect. That's against the law.
It's the law.
You're going to jail. You need to leave on my side.
Do I go for Jim's magic missile?
That fucking spell.
my side.
It's just a random ass version of Magic Missile from like an adventure or whatever.
Yeah, like who's Jim? But also, we stand Jim. Oh my god, wait. Oh. No, that's too much.
Is it?
Oh, DM. I rolled a 1 on my HP roll. Do we reroll ones or do I keep it?
You can reroll ones.
Okay. Bless your heart.
It's an 8 now.
No, it's a D6, bro. Oh! But you know what? That's pretty good. Because now I'm
Wait, I hit
at a
that one.
flat 100.
Awesome.
100.
My
You're-
AC is now at 19.
Hell yeah.
Among other things, the new dive. I forget what the new dives do, but they do stuff. Oh yeah, we get our What are the dragoon things called?
The quickening.
Quickenings.
Quickenings.
Quickenings. Get
They are one of the
quickenings.
They're one of the mechanics that I'm the most like. I don't know if this is gonna work.
I'm fascinated to see how it goes.
Yeah.
My worry is always with reaction economy.
Oh yeah.
It's just a very clunky.
It's a very powerful thing to give people for free, though, which I understand. But also, reaction economy.
Yeah, but it's also very clunky. Like you accumulate the thing and you get like some bonuses, but then you have to spend the bonuses to get some other things. Like it's just weird, and I want to see if it plays out well, if it's clunky and I need to rework how it works. But still,
Clunkity's
anyway.
nuts.
Why do so many cool spells require concentration?
I know. I have so many cool shit on ID that is very thematic and would be very cool.
So
But-
annoying, man.
Because of them requiring concentration, I just can't ever use them because it would be actually trolling if I concentrated on those useless fucking
Yeah.
things.
No, I feel you. Like I'm looking at Bone Cocoon and was gonna ask if I can reflavor it to like an icy thing. But it's concentration too. Motherfucker.
Yeah, like
No one
foul-
here has read the Lock Tomb series, right?
I
No.
actually want to say Yuki did. I have a feeling he mentioned it to me at some point.
Nope.
The
Never mind.
Hawk Tuah
He
series?
didn't.
This prop. Yeah. It was the Hawktuous Puck 2 series. Yeah. Luck 2
Tui.
series. It is it involves like bone necromancers. That's like the
That's
big
very cool.
yeah, it's a big thing in the book is like it is one of the most I have never been gaslit harder by a book series than by that series, and I've never loved it more.
Do you know what?
That's cool.
Oh, it's so fucking good.
You recommend? Okay.
Do you know
I
what
wish
the-
I could
the
go
most-
back and reread it.
The most superior thing about bone necromancers is
Hip
What?
bone.
bones are the cleanest way of producing zombies.
Yes, correct.
Because flesh zombies rot and smell like ass. That's why Ida has a skeleton zombie, just because she doesn't want to smell the carcass all the time.
So, do you?
I'm telling Tonica.
I just,
You can tell
so,
he knows.
What is he
what
gonna
do you
do?
have as the like flavor for like sinew and all that stuff to take the
It's-
place of what would move the body?
Smoke.
Nice. Oh yeah,
So
because she
she-
had the pipe thing, right?
Yes, she has the pipe, so
Yeah.
essentially she breathes the smoke into him, and the smoke is like the joints and everything else.
Cool.
DM sir,
Yes.
our pool of quickenings is twice her level, which is 4. It says that we get what is it? It says you gain 1 quick every time you get, then you lose it after you haven't jumped in 10 minutes. So do we start with the 4, or do we have to work up to?
You have to work up. They're essentially kind of like a heat gauge.
Okay.
Like it's
in
your adrenaline like ramping up. So if you spend a long time like without actually doing anything of combat, it just like dies down.
Do you know that Malachi has a ramp up ring? I always forget because combat rarely lasts more than 3 turns.
You should
Yeah.
give the clue if you're gonna
I
forget.
don't know if I
I
remember what that
wouldn't-
does.
It
It's
lowers
not that
It's not that I
hits.
forget. It's just that like I'm like, oh yeah, he has this when we go into combat, and I'm like, oh well, I didn't get to use it because combat didn't last 3 turns.
Can I
That's
hold
true.
off on grabbing my second spell because I feel like every time we get into a situation, I'm like, I wish I had this, and I can't remember what it is now.
A situation.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
you have to
don't put me in a
commit to
situation.
it.
Don't ever
You
put me in a situation.
can, but only until next session.
But what?
Only until next session.
Yeah, I'm just trying to remember because I know there's always a thing that I'm kicking myself and I wish I had, and then I don't grab it.
Understandable.
You know,
I
it's
say.
actually there's some features that are hard to use over.
500 toads.
What?
Oh, should I go for that?
500. Yeah, 500 toes is real, yo.
Yeah, I think I should go for that.
It's the best
Yeah.
one. Yeah,
Gotta be.
it's the best spell. When you kill a toad, like a new one just spawns to replace it.
A ribbit.
So this is
Ribbit.
just how to get through Tomb of Annihilation, is what you're saying. You just cast
500 toes.
500 toes.
500 toes, 5,000 toes.
How many
Oh,
toes?
it only lasts for a round.
Boo.
People are
Okay.
obsessed with toes. It's crazy.
Okay, anyway, fellas. Anything else for our long rest?
No, just gonna cuddle with my girls.
Yeah, I got big sis and little sis.
I will stay up for a while.
As
watching.
will I.
What are
We
you
don't
up
need
to?
to sleep because we have Myzel, right?
Yeah,
Well, both of you early.
I just chill for a while, literally.
Yeah, I know yours is like a short, like kind of like a chill zone, but he like I don't think he legitimately needs to sleep anymore.
Yeah, I am
No.
legit chilling.
I could go break into the Temple of Hestia for more reading material, though.
Yeah,
How about
sick
now? Now
stuff
we
I
know
can't
that
read.
there's 4 of them in there.
Yeah, right? There's like fucking so many of his bitches. That's
Whoa,
what we should
whoa,
call it
whoa,
from now on.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's be respectful.
You want to be respectful to Marco? No.
No to the bitches.
Look, no one said that we protect dolls here.
You want to be respectful to Marco? No, to the bitches.
That is
Look.
so funny.
Dolls and
wait.
bitches deserve respect.
True. Maybe a spell is a
Did you-
bonus action. Oh my goodness, that could be hype.
Oh,
All right, but no, I don't think we have anything else.
All right.
Unless
no one
our
mentioned
night
all of
owls
them.
are gonna do something at night.
Bet.
meanwhile, honk shoe me.
I need to find the coffin description and roll on its table.
Oh, you're sleeping inside the coffin?
I have the last 3 nights. Well, not that I sleep, but like reading my materials inside the
Yeah,
coffin.
You like bring a Kindle into the coffin.
Really?
So has my Zell's attire changed out of curiosity?
He looks like Batman.
Other than getting the picking up the white cloak, attire's been pretty much the same.
I just for some reason in my mind he's just started to dress like a mall goth.
Yeah, he just goes like full goth after the wolf.
I just didn't imagine trip pants and a studded belt at this point and a lip piercing.
Cody.
Yeah, basically. I realized that I had at some point very slowly mentally transitioned and I was like, wait a minute, I need to actually refocus here. What's the
The latest my Zell art is still in the channel.
Okay.
Can only one person sleep inside the coffin?
Yes.
Damn.
Is it by a time thing or a magical recharge thing?
Long rest.
Okay.
Okay, I think
Yeah.
I might just grab Misty Step if I can't think of anything else.
What?
Good idea.
I could
It's a bonus
teach you
action.
that.
You can? How long will that take?
I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if that would work.
I am an advocate that the time, because technically for you to teach him, you can't teach him directly. You need to inscribe a spell scroll, and then he has to copy said spell scroll. And for a level 2 spell scroll, it's gonna take you a week to produce the spell scroll, and then for him, I think it's 2 hours per spell level, so 4 hours to copy a second level spell. I think the whole process doesn't need to be that long.
I love being a scribe on Sundays. We just get spell books, and I go, I'll take that one, and I'll take that one, and I don't like that one.
Yeah,
I think
just
Misty Step is actually the one I've been thinking of.
Yeah, I think I can find a way to streamline the process of teaching spells to a wizard without taking forever. But
You need to buff up scribes then.
I think scribes. I don't like scribes, the subclass, because I think most of the things it does are things that I think every wizard should be able to do.
Are we gonna Battlemaster Fighter this?
I might, but not now.
I grabbed Misty Step.
I like how what's really funny to me talking about the whole fighter thing is that it's something we talked about for over the course of 3 to 4 years, and then you finally did it, and now we're doing it. We're like, wow, this is as great as we thought it was, and now we're doing it again. I'm just like, yeah, no, just gut scribe, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna wait for you to do it because I believe.
Will it be as good as we thought it would? Yes, it is.
Yes, it's absolutely as good as we thought it would be.
Right. Anything else for our long rest so far?
No.
Nar.
Right, fellas, we begin with the dawn of a new day. It is the 14th day of Aeon Star, a Sunday morning. The weather. What is the weather? That's a good question. Do you have weather tables?
Winter.
Do you have weather tables? 5e weather effects. Winter. Well, right now it's.
Snow.
Why is this taking? Yeah, it takes longer to determine. Well, yeah, snow is the easy answer. It's a. What season was it again? I don't remember.
Winter.
No, it's not winter right now. I'm pretty sure it's like a transition season. I just don't remember.
This place has seasons?
Why wouldn't it?
I thought it was just always winter.
It's always
Well-
winter. I just assumed
Oh,
it was
yeah,
always
the-
winter.
The difference is not that pronounced, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. It was giving the feeling of just like it's 5 o'clock somewhere in the world, but not fucking here.
Kind of, yeah. Let me just roll a d10 and determine this right now. 5. Light clouds.
White clouds?
Light clouds. So you don't have direct sunlight, which makes it a little chillier, but there's still that sort of like sunlight that shines through the clouds themselves. So slightly cloudy day, but nothing too concerning. You shouldn't have trouble with rains and stuff on this day.
I'm wearing the sunglasses anyway.
Okay.
They will just be on when we're in public now. I will only be taking them off when I'm with the crew in private.
Very well.
Okay.
You have any plans for the morning?
He told us to pay attention to the news.
Yeah. Sure. Rala, dear. Do you want to show Miss Tully the dresses I picked out for you, or do you just want to go check in?
I'll go check in a minute. I need to finish working on this. And she's just been up for a couple hours before everyone, working on stuff.
Does she have any grease stains or anything?
Of course. Always. Child's perpetually
Hey.
greasy.
What are you
Aluna
working
could do
on?
this manually, but she very pointedly gets a cloth to wipe Rala's face.
What are you working on, Rala?
And so she just sort of like sits on the floor while she works on stuff, and you'll see sort of a small little glow, and then she'll stand up and actually hand something to Miss Aluna, and she'll thank you for catching me yesterday. I made you this so you don't get hurt again. And she's gonna be like really embarrassed by it. And she is handing you I don't know if I can actually, if one of the DMs can like see that item and drag it to Aluna.
Let me items Rala. I don't see.
I mean, I
anything
just
on Rala.
have it
Mm.
generically in the items tab.
Oh,
Well, regardless of what it is.
is it a spell story?
It is the spell storing item.
Okay. I've dragged it over to Luna's thing.
I can partially see Aluna's folder now, so that's cool.
We gotta
Oh,
give
what's-
sole ownership of it.
Inventory?
So
It should be there,
it's
right?
as she's handing it, you might note that her apron, actually, like the bottom part of it, has been ripped, and the bracelet is actually just, she ripped that up, sewed it together to form a very crude bracelet, and mechanically it has the spell Blur imbued into it.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Aw. Oh, Rala, dear, thank you. You didn't have to do all this. It is my responsibility to keep you safe after all.
Yeah, but I don't know, I don't like seeing people get hurt, so
Thank you. And she'll ruffle her hair and finish wiping off the grease of her cheeks. I'll tell you what, I don't actually have fancy magical bracelets. I'm not as talented as you are in making things like that. But, and Luna will go into her bag of holding, pull out a nice silver bracelet with sort of like a sapphire sort of gem. When we go to the ball today, I would actually like you to wear this. I think it would look quite nice on you.
She'll just. She looks kind of very apprehensive about the, yeah, dressing up right. Yeah.
So it's just like a simple sort of chain and sort of like small blue gem that glows. Found that in a dungeon dive. We thought it was a mana crystal. It absolutely was not. Very long waste of a week, but it's very pretty in the light. Kind of like your eyes. But get cleaned up a little bit and have breakfast. We'll have to go see Miss Tully, check in. I'm going to go get everyone's things. Well, Noah, you guys keep an eye out for the news, whatever that means.
I can go with Rala up to see Miss Tully.
I was counting on it.
I guess we're on news duty.
Unless you won't be on dress duty.
No.
That's what I thought. She says as she starts walking out, putting on the bracelet that Rala made for her.
Luna, whatever you bring me, please make sure my new glasses fit. Still match the outfit.
What color are the glasses?
Black.
Black. Perfect. Black fits on everything.
Should I get a hat as well?
Luna's out the door. I'm not going to give a response to that one. You will decide whether or not you wear a hat. I am not a part of that.
Myself, should we wait for the newsboy to come, or should we go looking for him?
He's been by on his own every time so far. We can probably just wait.
Did I ever tell you his name?
No.
Jürgen Loudstar.
Well, it's fitting.
He is pretty loud.
So, Iluna is going to fetch the dresses.
Dresses, suits, cloaks for other people. Did Maizel have something in mind for himself? Because he never told me if he needed anything.
I think
I
the
could-
dealer's choice.
Dealer's choice.
They would wear a dress or a suit or whatever.
You're the dealer.
Alright. It's gonna be a dress. I didn't make it, but I'll get you a dress eventually. I didn't know what you were wearing up until right now. Stress.
So you're
As long as
fetching.
it accommodates my wings.
Yes, of course I'll accommodate your wings.
So many special requests from this guy. Myzel, how did you dress in the Feywild?
In the Feywild, we had a lot of very loose-fitting clothes, tunics and the like, and all of the clothes like at least in my family, were custom built to accommodate wings.
When people wear clothes.
That's true. Thanks God.
Who said that?
It was
Was
me,
it
the town
Jürgen?
crier.
That was Jürgen. So I think Mazel and I are just waiting for Jürgen to pull up.
Okay.
To the function.
Yes. So Iluna heads towards Windrun first, I believe, which is where the outfits are being ready.
Yes.
Lilia and Rala go to the orphanage. You do see, there is some commotion apparently around town. Like it's a little livelier than you expect it would be on a Sunday.
I do have the cloak up, by the way. Arms are covered.
Okay.
Just to make sure that has been publicly stated.
Sure. But anyway, usually things would be quite slow on a Sunday, but it seems like people are out, like not working, but well, some of them are working, like going from place to place, but kind of like gossiping or seems to be something noteworthy around town, etc. And Iluna, you notice much the same as you go to the commercial district to fetch the everything at Windrun first, which normally would be closed, but they told you like they would be. You could come by to pick up the dresses. Vanessa would have told you that herself. And again, you notice some more activity than you would expect. In the commercial district itself, there are some workers seemingly like out and about. And both of you can sort of like hear the town crier going about his rounds, but it's a bit far because he is headed in the general direction of the house that you are staying in. So it's kind of like, just miss him. So you're going to hear it a little later, but since Noah and Maisel were waiting specifically for him, he does come by your region and then recites the news that he has been repeating to all corners of the city. Trouble at the sanatorium! Lady Commander Wendreden leads Great House Finest to unravel devious corruption of Hearthflame Sanatorium. Nominations now open for the Miss Great House Beauty Pageant. And a special announcement. Marco Windreden's new book has been announced. Make your pre-orders now as it's hitting the shelves Thursday night.
Wait. I can read it.
How much do you want to bet it's about us?
Whatever it is, we'll have to get it. I'll be able to read it. Maybe there's something in there.
Thursday, is that the full moon?
That is the night of the full moon, yes.
Assuming we live that long.
You're a Debbie Downer.
We'll just have to kill him then. If we kill him, do you think the book will get released?
Yes.
I'll be right back.
I doubt
guys
he would
continue
let something
talking.
like death stop him from releasing a book.
True. And then are we going to have to flee town because he's written something scandalous about us?
I don't think so.
Shindora doesn't wear underwear to sleep. Da, 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 da.
That's so dumb. Thank you.
True rare facts about Luna. They're not rare at all. Stressed making some fur. One ring. One fucking ring. Fucking no one is stupid ass ring.
What?
I'm I'm trying to make one ring. Keeps
Did you roll
giving
them
me
all?
6 rings.
Oh, you're making new art.
I'm trying. You see,
You
I
can
had
give me
these
all the
dresses made.
rings.
Honestly, I probably
You-
should.
Maybe I'll wear more tonight.
Extra ring.
Oop.
Eh?
Not that I wanted credit, but the Lady Commander did kind of get all the credit for the sanatorium.
I'm quite fine with that. Actually. I think she needed some goodwill.
That's true.
We're also supposed to be like undercover.
No, I've got a suspicion about all of this stuff that he's. It feels a lot like he's setting something up with all of this in us and the Lady
This is-
Commander.
I agree. I think this is all a play, and we are the central actors.
Yeah, I feel like I'm being puppeted and I hate it.
Most definitely.
You get used to it.
I mean, it happened enough under Selena, and I don't like repeating that sort of thing.
That's true.
These
Sorry, all I
vampires
meant
are all the
is
same.
yeah.
Well, not a Sheeny.
Ashini was never a minion of Grimvar. Sorry, I specifically meant Grimvar's vampires.
Yeah, you're really gonna need to work on that. What if there's like a vampire hunting vampires? What do you do when you come across one of those?
I mean, isn't that kind of what you are?
No. Maybe, kind of.
Can you tell lie? You can't tell lies.
I'm back. Sorry.
I mean, that is the truth, though.
No, but maybe, but kind of.
Yeah.
No, but maybe, but kind of is the truth. All right.
It's just like I feel like there's a quirk of an eyebrow, and it's like, yep.
To most God-fearing folk, that just means yes.
Right, fellas. What is on the table now?
We were discussing whether or not Mizell is a vampire. And he can't lie to those questions. And he said to us, and quote, yes, but no, but maybe. And we're like, you can't tell lies. He's like, that is the truth. I was like, the truth is yes, but no, but maybe.
I condone that.
Thank you.
It's a valid ruling.
And you're as much to blame as he.
Yes, I'm part of the problem. I think that's kind of, the DM's job.
Be a problem.
Yes, I am
Sometimes I
supposed
think
to be a
I
problem
didn't
sometimes.
ask for enough bullshit, and I regret that. Sometimes I feel like I didn't ask for enough craziness.
Dude, I made you a thing that changes your subclass every turn of combat. What
And then
else do you want?
I mean, yeah, I totally always remember to do that during combat regularly.
I know. That's
kinda
what I mean.
felt-
It's a lot of bullshit already.
Yeah, no, a very fun segue of at some point, like also just with the way that things changed with the hands permanent thing, that also kind of negated half of that, and
Yes.
it kind of needs a rework at some point.
We can figure it out eventually.
You see,
It works out.
me and myself, simple man I am. I just asked for something that gave lore. Give
We
me
need
your
all-
lore.
That gave
Yeah,
floor.
we need those.
Yep.
Any floor in
so
chat?
what's popping in the game now? Lily and Rella were headed to the orphanage. That's easy enough to
We're-
Miss Tully is there.
We're in character yapping about like
Yeah.
what Marco's book being released on Thursday means, and if we killed him, whether or not it would come out. And then we're just like, oh, most definitely. And we feel like puppets on a string. And I didn't voice this yet because I was getting to it, but I was gonna say I was just like, goddamn fucking duck. I create a character that his main thing is to monologue at us, and we can't do anything without a mass genocide of people dying.
Well,
Genocide happens because we interrupted the bad guy.
And he just wants the details of our battles for his book.
Ugh, I hate it.
But yeah, that's what happened.
mhm.
No, aren't
Understandable.
you excited? You're going to be a part of one of Marco's books.
That's not the way I expected it.
I know.
That's what you get when you mix your heart with.
Oh yeah, banger. Anyway, Lily and Rala, you can check in with Miss Tully. Everything seems fine at the orphanage. Well, the same hardships as the usual, but also nothing new or nothing weird. As for Iluna, you do head to Winterden first, and Miss Winterden is there in person with the outfits and everything. She greets you like very sympathetically, though she seems a bit distracted.
Can I make a perception check to see what she's distracted at, or is it just a whole in general thing?
You can make an insight check.
So, one of these days I'll get a proficiency for this one.
Overrated.
15. Okay.
You're
You get the sense that she is a little like she's thinking about something else right now. Like she's kind of like doing this mechanically, like handing you the things, but her mind is like drifting somewhere else. Although she does seem to pay a little bit more attention when she hands you the suit that's for Lucina.
thankfully kind of just, like when I imagine she's kind of like looking off to the side if she's distracted. That kind of thing. People kind of lean into view, just kind of like tilting their head into like the focus. Just like, any for your thoughts? Or copy for your thoughts, I guess.
Fractal for your thoughts.
Oh, thank you. You remembered. Sorry. Well, these news of Marco's new book it just caught me a little bit off guard. That's all. Hadn't told me about it.
Huh. This is Vanessa Winrunner, right?
Yes. She's
And he didn't say anything about talking to her about it, right?
No, he didn't say anything about talking. Well, I think.
I will let you retroactively say he would have.
Yeah, I can't remember if I specifically said that.
He did not
but
say Vanessa. He only said Lucina.
I do think he would have specifically included her as well. Yes.
Okay.
Um,
In that case, it's much ado about nothing then.
Yeah.
Oh, does he when's the last time he read a book?
I believe it was some 4 years ago, 5 maybe. It's been a minute, for sure. Some people were beginning to speculate if perhaps he is retiring soon or hasn't had the inspiration much. But, well, there you have it. Well, it's not quite dry yet. I'm sure it's going to be another... How are the younger people calling them nowadays? A banger?
Banger. I knew it.
I'll have to ask Rala dear. She'll have a better idea than I would. And I have slang from all over the place. I can never really settle on one thing. This is one region that said skibbity the kids did. I didn't understand it, didn't take the time to.
Whatever could that be? A magical word?
I thought it was too at first when I heard it. I thought it was for an enchantment of some kind, but I honestly don't know. It seemed to be almost like an inside joke or something.
Well, yes. Something for the children, perhaps.
Kids will do what they do.
So,
Oh.
well, is that all that you would need? Are the adjustments fine?
Yes, the work looks wonderful. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome. I'll be sure to drop by and tell me how the how everything felt. Actually, you know what? Why don't you all come by my my house later? Everyone with the suits, just so I can check if the measurements were all correct, if they're all tight, need maybe some finer adjustments.
Does this feel like it has an ulterior motive?
Roll an insight check.
I don't know why I rolled that. 14. Double click.
You can't quite put your finger on it, but you do get the sense that she might be just fidgeting a bit. Like maybe I forgot the expression for that, but it's not like her to stammer over her words quite so. She has a very elegant and very charismatic way of speaking usually, and now she seems a little more... Well, she was already like that when she was talking about Marco's new book, but more so now.
Tell you what, would it put your mind at ease if we were to come over?
Well, yes, of course. I would be sure that you are headed to the ball looking the absolute finest, as any client of my store should.
Very well. I'll see, we should be able to pencil in some time. I'll have to check with everyone first. They tend to get up to things when I'm not babysitting. I can almost hear him
what if
now
we head back
coughing
to the
somewhere.
graveyard right now?
I couldn't hear either of you.
I said, I was joking. I was like, I can almost hear him causing trouble just now, right after he coughed.
Yeah, I was just BSing off of what Soul said. Nothing important.
Yep.
Nothing important. Uh-huh.
She kind of like she smiles a bit. Like, still seems like she's not 100% like focused on the conversation, but she smiles softly. And it's like, well, some of your friends do seem like the trouble sometimes.
Don't get me started. They're sweet though.
No, I don't doubt
They'll
it.
they'll be on their best behavior the keynote round.
Well, they better be.
Is that a threat, bitch?
Speaking of which, and forgive me for doing a bit of presumption, is us coming over with Lucina in tow. A way of doing a bit of dress up with your daughter. I imagine it wasn't a very common thing for you, given Lucina's demeanor.
Why? No, no, it's more of a professional matter. I don't know her measurements quite as well as perhaps I should for this kind of fine work, so I need to be sure they are properly fitting.
Alright, I'll do one last insight to tell if this is about specifically Lucina.
Yep.
That got worse. Does Lilia do her bardic inspiration thing for us?
Yeah, that's part of just like breakfast in the morning.
He's singing a song.
Yeah.
Do I use an inspiration for something so benign? No, I don't.
Yeah, it still strikes you as a little bit confusing with the whole interaction, but you can't quite her natural persuasiveness is quite strong, so for the time being you don't feel very confident to push further.
Okay. I'll head back with the things. A bit suspicious, but not in the she's evil way, in the why? What do you want from this type way?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll head back.
All right. So as Lily and Rala had already gotten done with their business with Miss Tully, you all reconvene at close to the same time, back to your homes. And now the squad is reunited once again. Should be around noon now.
Miss Rinrunnen wanted us to come over for more proper fitting, as it were, make sure we all look dashing, I suppose. Though she felt as if there was something else, I couldn't really pin down what exactly is eating at her. She seemed a bit put off hearing about Marco's book being put out this Thursday.
I mean, I suppose. Do we know if they're still they're separated, right? They have been for a while.
I imagine that answer is yes, but very often things like this are very...
Complicated.
Yes.
I like how in both
Yeah.
of our campaigns the party is turning nocturnal.
I'd ask Lucina, but it feels like a sore subject, though I assume that it's something that might come up regardless.
Yeah.
Since
I feel like that's going to be at the crux of all of this. Is some sort of redemption arc or some sort of narrative. I don't know.
or try to protect an author.
Yeah.
Just making sure everyone keeps their eyes peeled. I think there may be something more to this. Though we should try to find Lucina. I imagine she's probably a little bit busy dealing with the fallout of our last night's work.
I generally prefer my eyes with the peels still on.
Look at him, a comedian. How funny.
Coward.
That's amazing.
Crazy.
That's it is. Coward.
Noah is entering his fucked up arc.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. The party's later tonight, right? Like later.
Yeah, it's around the time that would be like 9.
And what time did she want us to come over again?
Well, before you went to the party, so she's more or less eyeballing it like between 7 and 8, or maybe
Okay.
Six,
until
7.
9. Like you don't have to get to the ball exactly at the time it opens.
I will then just try to find Lucina so she's not blindsided by this.
All right, where do you head to find Lucina?
I imagine she's at her office right now. Well, I mean, I can just ask Noah. Noah,
Yes,
where is our dear lady commander?
I'll check in for you.
This is like the most
And-
convenient, weird thing that we have, man.
Yes.
I'm going to close my eyes. And so the eyelids also blink, so you know.
Sure.
And I'm going to manifest my eye elsewhere and see where Lucky is.
Okay. You close your eyes and the darkness sets in. And you hear a soft sound. Every breath you take.
Are you serious?
No, I'm joking. I'm joking because it's stalker behavior.
What was that Michael Jackson song?
I'll be watching you.
Oh,
It
Anyway.
always feels like, yeah, that one.
I don't know if that's
Nobody's
Michael Jackson.
watching me, and I have no privacy.
That one.
Yeah.
Copyright
Oh.
struck immediately.
But yeah,
That's a Rockwell, not Michael Jackson.
Yeah, it's not Michael Jackson.
It's not Michael.
Ew.
It sounds like him, but it's not.
It's him.
As
in my
you
heart.
tune into the eye, it does. You get a very clear picture of Lucina's quarters in the sort of well, not a guardhouse, but a guardhouse. The quarters of the military of Great Helm, and she seems to be currently asleep.
She's still resting, finally.
Huh. That's a rarity that doesn't really happen that often, and I would feel ashamed to stop it so
What if she's
quickly.
not actually sleeping, and she was put to sleep by magic?
You detect magic through your ear.
It feels to you like your sensor has a very, very clear view of the bed.
Mm-hmm.
It feels to you like it was deliberately put there so you could
See?
Yes, you could see that she was sleeping if you tried to.
Or maybe, since she's so incredibly smart, she planned this so that I could see that she's asleep.
I would imagine that she probably planned that. Okay, well, we'll check in with Lucina later.
She is so clever. She would make a great wizard.
What are warriors if just wizards without books? Is there anything we want to do? What time is it? Like it's like early morning, right? Like 8, 9,
No, it's noon right by now.
noon. Oh, we went to
Yes.
sleep pretty late then.
Yeah, you did go to sleep pretty late, and then you had things to do in the morning, so it's like a little past noon now.
Okay.
You have the afternoon available to you.
But it is before noon right now.
No, it's afternoon.
Oh, it's already afternoon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you had a whole night's rest, and when you went to sleep, it was already like 3 or 4. And then you had to go out to the city to do things which would have taken like an hour or so.
No thanks to Mr. Winderden for keeping us up late.
Yeah,
No
Marco
doubt.
kept you for about an hour extra.
Well, I think Aluna's gonna get started on the girls' hairs then.
I will casually remind that Marco would advise you to look into the fellows
news?
that went missing.
The missing people.
That's true.
Oh, I was gonna
Yeah.
ask Nikita about it because she has a lexicon of people in her head of who's gone missing. But she's also sleeping, and I feel bad about that. I mean, we could look into it regardless. Who's
There's
someone else
Adventurers
that knows
Guild,
things?
right? Is there an Adventurers Guild we can go ask?
There's no Adventurers Guild here.
In the city, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Who do we know that would probably?
I feel like Lily just kind of like looks over at Mizell.
That's a good point. It would be you. Missing Adventures 4 years ago. Ring a bell to you? No.
I wasn't
Mizell?
here that long ago.
You were here 4 years ago?
I was not here 4 years ago.
Oh, wait. No, wait. Really?
I got here a few weeks ago. That's when I awoke.
Noah is literally a newborn child.
Well, I've been
Oh,
here
sorry.
for 6 years.
So,
Mizell,
sometimes
I
the
think,
way
has
we
only
talk
been
about
here
Noah,
for
it
a year.
feels like he's been here a while.
Yep. Marco didn't call
In
Noah
reality-
by like child to be like derisive. He was being literal.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't argue it. That was the only reason.
He's just a little guy, you know? No,
I
he's
am
kind
just
of
a
just a
little
little
guy.
guy.
I'm just a guy.
Just a
Mhm.
baby.
Little guy. Okay.
Strong, powerful little guy. Mhm.
Who do we know that knows things? Who know anything that far
I mean,
back? at least?
typically, anywhere that adventurers would go to get healed would be where you'd find information like that. But the Church of Hestia is not going to be a good place for us to go, unfortunately.
I have a question.
Well, there's
two
one
questions.
person in the church.
Oh, true, Sister Catherine.
In the notes for Jurgen, it says that I had seen him in Savory Alleys before already. Do I know what kind of people are in these? Like, scoundrels? Like bad fellas individuals?
Well, yes. the sketchier parts of town is where the criminals usually try to stay
Okay.
in, and you, although you were a little innocent, there is some part of your brain that is like, those fellas might be dangerous. Let's not approach.
So I know an area where there's pretty dangerous fellas that we shouldn't approach, but they might also know things about 4 years ago that are criminal in nature. So maybe we should go, after all.
Just as a little bit of an interjection, like, why are you guys specifically hung on 4 years precisely?
Oh, I wasn't actually going with 4 years at that point. I was just thinking about people who general adventurers.
Okay.
Marco's been here for like 30 years or something, he said.
Yeah, I was just a little confused because I thought like maybe I had said something that made you think that, but continue.
Yeah, no, just in general, it's just like missing adventurers who would know.
I mean, honestly, if we went to the Church of Hestia for information, or the Temple of Hestia for information, we could also ask Sister Catherine about those other 3.
That's a good point. And also, they might have some sort of like archives or something of missing people somewhere in the town. I feel like there should be some sort of, missing persons report.
All right. Well, let's go check into that. I'm not sure on the whole Temple of Hestia thing, just because we don't know. We don't really know if like those people are even like public knowledge, or if they just literally live behind the walls of Temple of Hestia.
Yeah,
Like,
I think asking about them by name might be a bit much at first.
imagine if we brought them up and they're just like, "Oh, you mean those people that live underground?"
Yeah. I think we start with the biggest problem before us, and that's finding out about all these missing adventurers. And if we happen to find out something naturally along the way about, we can, keep our ears open for those names and,
Yeah, I concur. So we'll look into like missing persons reports from people that entered the city. I think just in general we could do that. I don't think adventure is not like a title one gives oneself. I think on a
Okay.
on a
Who are you going to ask this off?
where would we find missing persons reports typically? Just like, is there a
At the guard station, probably.
guard station?
Yeah, where Lucina is sleeping. Like she's sleeping at the quarters part, but there is like it's like sort of an office. She's just not the one tending to it right now.
Yeah, we'll go to that office then.
All right. Rala, give me a d20 roll, just a general one.
Don't do it. Don't listen to the man.
Oh, I rolled a 4 for the day, by the way.
Ooh. Okay.
That's all I ever roll is 4s.
Yep.
Does that mean you live?
I hate this.
Among other things. But a 10.
Demon do you see today?
Right. The guard you see tending to the station is not anyone you recognize.
Oh well. I mean,
It's not Uncle.
he got bopped pretty well, so he's probably taking a day off.
He's got brain damage.
I like how you say it like it wasn't you. I think it was some imaginary person that did it.
I had to do it for the mission. And I said I was
Anyway.
sorry.
That makes it okay. Okay, so the guard at the station is not someone you recognize. If you'd like for him to disclose papers, you're probably gonna have to do some convincing because it's not something that they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, sure, just look at the registry.
Don't we have like Gina's pin or something? She gave us something.
I believe she gave her badge or something like that to Noah when you guys split up, so he could sort of like
Yeah.
speak with her authority, but she would have gotten it back.
Okay.
Even if you guys are friends, she's not just gonna leave you with that thing on.
Yeah, okay. Mazel?
I'll do the talking.
I'll look pretty.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
We're looking into some people who have gone missing over the last, probably 10 to 30 years.
I think
if
the last few months is enough. Like last 4 months. That's 3-4 months.
Last 10 years.
Okay.
Last
We'll
10
start with the
Go
last
big.
few months. But I'm trying to track down some information, identify any commonalities, and see if we can find any information on why they went missing
When did Marco first get into the city? Do we know
30
that?
years ago.
About 30 years ago,
30.
yeah. I mean, pretty classify record. roll a persuasion check.
Okie dokie.
Think of it as a adventurer's kinship.
Oof. Hang on. I don't know if I want to reveal that one. Wait, do I have a bardic inspo as well?
Yes.
Yeah, it's just an regular inspiration, full reroll.
Oh, okay, cool. Never mind.
Man.
Apparently not for you.
Truly. Hang on. I think I
Nice.
also have. Ooh, do I want to use it right now? I think I have friends, which would be kind of funny.
No, let's not do that. Let's not immediately do that.
Okay.
You did anything, Eric? Is that a final roll?
Nah, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, I can look through the files with you, maybe. Is there someone in particular you're looking for?
Just all reports of those who've gone missing over the last few months. I'd be happy to look through them with you if you'd like.
Alright, one moment. He vanishes like behind the door to his right. Comes back with this heavy stack of papers. Goes to the like sort of like the end of it. Alright, so here, got a few reports. He starts going through them by name. Yeah, this one vanished like last month. This one was reported missing 3 months ago. Well, this one was a woman, age 24. This one is a man, age 39. And you know, he keeps going.
Mm-hmm. Can I like read the reports alongside him, kind of like upside down?
Yeah. Most of them seem to be kind of just glossed over in the same fashion. Like, to you, it actually does seem like they weren't investigated properly. Because they're just kind of like brushed off, like, oh, this person went missing, but they're probably like out of town or whatever. These ones all seem to be from people that live in Great Helm, though.
Not adventurers who've come to the city?
No.
Do you keep any records in there of people who weren't from Great Helm? Ones who came from outside the city and went missing?
Oh, outside. Well, if an official report was made, it would probably found its way to the file. But, seeing as they're not from here, if nobody reported them missing, it's not under our purview to track them or anything. So, there was one fellow, I think, who was a little famous. I think it was 5 years ago. No, 3. 3 sounds right. Like I don't know. Just
Strong
kind of-
adventure?
You could say that, I guess. I guess he described himself as an adventurer of some sort. You know, he gave autographs to people sometimes. He usually stayed like around the fancier parts of town. And yeah, he went missing, I think. He starts sifting through the files a little. Eventually, like, pulls one. Oh, here. Yeah. One of his fans reported him missing. His name was Shad. Do you pronounce this as sh or z?
Can you just write it for me? I can just.
Oh, yes, here it is. And you peek over and you read the name. It's Xander Asgard.
Does that sound familiar? Wait, what?
You mean to the player or to the character?
I'm. I think it was just me thinking it sounded familiar. I don't think Aluna should know this name at all. At least I don't think she should.
Probably not.
Mysel's gonna like grumpily say into Iluna's mind, Dopey over here is so far under this spell, I don't think he knows what up from down is.
I don't think it goes that far. I think he just doesn't care much. Xander Estergaard. I mean, long shot history check. Does that sound like an adventure event?
You wouldn't have heard of him, no. You're not from here. He's not that famous enough to make it to books like beyond.
I've been in like Grimvar for the last couple of years. Would I have heard of him if he traveled around?
Make a
I
history
mean-
check.
No, you are a Westergaard. What is Estergaard?
Listen, it's Estgard, not Estergard. It's not
It's-
that close.
It's different, but my Estergaard was just a librarian.
You do seem to remember that was a fellow named here. It's a little confusing for you at first because you just don't recognize the name at all. But pushing your memory a little bit, you do recall that that Xander was the first name of an adventurer that is usually called Redwing.
I have never heard this in my life. Who's Redwing?
His better known as Redwing, and it is true that you have heard some of his exploits. Apparently, he was a fellow that went around and got a little bit of notoriety, but you wouldn't know much about him personally.
So it seems
Probably
like
have to do a little bit more digging.
it seems like there was a guy going by that name. So it was not just the librarian, but maybe the librarian was inspired by this guy.
Nope.
No, I'm just thinking to myself. I don't really know much about the guy, but it seems like he was a relatively famous adventurer.
The one who made the check was Myzel, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I thought you were just straight up telling me because I asked. I was like,
No. I was like, why are you hijacking the poor guy's knowledge?
I love that. Love that for me.
I was just gonna let you have it because we took the reading from you.
Myzel
That's
just
so fine.
opens his mouth to speak, and Noah just starts yapping.
Yeah, but
I love that. He didn't even argue with me. He just let me.
I let you go for a bit because I didn't want to be rude, but then I was like, what are you doing?
Dude, why was I talking? Unbelievable.
You said
It's
I'd
gonna
heard
be
of
a
like one of his
Esther-
exploits under the name Redwing.
Do what?
You said I'd heard of one of his exploits under the name Redwing.
You heard vaguely, like, he took down like some sort of beast in the eastern tundra.
I heard he went by the name Redwing and took down some kind of beast, but I don't remember much else. We could try and... He's probably not made it into any history books, considering he went missing. Do you know where we might be able to find more information on him? Especially, like, if he went missing? Are any of his fans still around?
Well, they should be. I mean, it wasn't that long ago. We're staying, like, near... You know, northern part of the commercial district where all the fancy hoity-toity houses are? He was usually around there. Didn't really interact much with the poorer folk. Seems like they liked the guy. I mean, I was just finishing my guard training then, so I didn't really meet him, but...
Who
if you
put in
ask
the
around-
report? You said it was a fan? Do you have their name?
Yeah, sure. Let me look at my stock NPC names.
Why is the Sloth and Zootopia are fucking guard, bro.
Saying, that's why I called him Dopey.
Hey, it's not that. It's not like this lot from Zootopia, but yeah, let me take a look.
Yeah, let me just get the file for you. Here's the name.
She was filed by one Orania. Orania Trenico.
Name familiar to anyone?
No.
Rich.
I haven't heard of her in my time around the city.
And roll a history check.
Let's go fishing for history.
Nope.
Okay. Do you know where she lives? Do you have a record of that? I'd like to speak to her about him.
Sure. Give me a moment. Kind of grabs an even bigger file. It's gonna take a minute if you want to see it.
This guy makes me sleepy.
Oh,
Starts-
well, you're looking through that. Can I continue to flip through this one to see who else has gone missing recently?
Sure.
Can I do a quicker scan than this guy's capable of to look for any other people who don't live in Great Helm who've gone missing?
Yeah, do an investigation check with advantage.
There we go. Fuck it, I'm gonna throw 3 charges from the eyes in just to make it a 25.
Okay. You. Let me take a look here. You look through the records over the years. Also, Rala said something in chat.
Yep.
Zip.
Um,
Apply to it.
You look through the records and you find actually. How far are you going?
I'm just gonna kind of keep going for however long it takes him to find the address of Oriania.
Okay. It takes him a little bit. So, sifting through the files, at first you just see a lot of samey shit, like the same half-baked records that you had seen before. Eventually, as you hit the 5-year mark, more or less, it does take him a while because he's going through files of everyone that lives in the city. You find 2 entries that pick your interest. The first is for someone with one of the names that Marco mentioned to you the other day, Maria. She seems to have gone missing around that sort of 5 year mark. She is the first of sort of Marco's little flings that you see on this book. So perhaps she is the youngest, so to speak. And the second that you see that calls your attention is someone called Valerie Harrenhall. She was apparently a tourist. Well, yeah, a foreigner, more like, who had a missing persons report filed by one Waving. How do you pronounce it? It's the O with the little slash on it, you know?
Oh, sorry, I know. That's
Yeah.
worse.
Waving
Type it.
Opheim. Let me just copy and paste this because I don't even know.
And
how
who
to
reported
make
Maria
that.
missing?
No, he didn't report Maria missing. He
No,
reported
who?
Who?
Who reported Maria missing?
Wait.
And why?
Well, there's no reason of why. It's just like, I noticed that she was missing.
Oh no, it's
Uh,
just dude.
The, the one who reported Maria was one Emily Magnusson. Here, Emily Magnusson. The one for Valerie's. Let me just type Valerie. Was the one who went missing that was not from here. She is a cat-type Lagoose, according to the registry, and she seems to have, the reason for the report seems to have been due to her failing to deliver on a deal she had made.
Failing to deliver a deal?
Yes.
Does that specify to who? Or
To
who
the,
are
to,
the
the, to the person who reported her to be missing. Essentially, he went to be like, "Hey, I paid her to do something, and she didn't, and now like she just vanished."
Who's the name for the reporter?
It's the guy with the crazy O.
Okay.
Waving up time.
Even opine.
Yep. By the time you clock those two entries, though, the guard goes like, "Oh, I found the address." Let me read how map here. It is in the general rich area of town, sort of like around here. You guys are currently at the guard barracks around here.
Got it. One 135 Rich People Street.
Yes, exactly.
Not with the
Um,
peasants.
So yeah, if you would like more information, maybe you could hit up that area. I'm sure it's not just her too. Maybe other people have heard of the fellow. But if you ask me, he probably just like went somewhere else.
So one thing I wanted to look at, are all of the missing persons reports, even back to 5 years, they kind of just written off and not investigated at all? Or is there a point where they go from not really being investigated at all to actually having proper investigations?
As far as you have inspected so far, they're all just seem like haphazardly made.
Okay.
And I should note, I don't think I even need to specify this, but none of those entries have like Lucina's signature on them or something like that.
Can I quickly flip back and see, like, one, how far this book goes, and two, were the reports at the beginning of the book, like, properly investigated?
The specific book seems to go 15 years back.
Okay.
It's very hefty, and you do see that 15 years back they were already been done in a very shoddy fashion.
Gotcha. Just out of curiosity, could I see the next book in the line?
Okay. He brings another like massive tome. Dusty.
And then Maizel will just kind of like look at the front of it and see when it starts, and check that as well to see if they're being investigated properly.
Yeah, like it ends right around where the other one starts, essentially. So
Yeah.
like 15 years mark. This one covers a period of only 10 years.
And are they still shoddy reports?
Yes.
That's interesting. Could you perhaps, and Mizell will kind of like give a pleading look, just one more back?
Brings you the book very resentfully. This one spends 15 years again, so it goes back to 40 years. If you flip to the oldest entries, they are actually quite lengthier and seem to have involved like more thought into what happened. Consequently, like the investigations seem to be lengthier and a bit more thorough, and include several reports. So the fact that this book spans like about the same thickness as the other book that is also 15 years, but there are several pages worth of investigation for each
far
entry.
fewer reports.
Yes.
Can I flip to about where, or like kind of flip through maybe like the 2/3 point and find about 30 years ago and see if that's the transition point where the reports start going shoddy?
Yeah, it takes you a few minutes to pinpoint that, but you do start sifting through somewhere along 30 years then, and sure enough, they seem to get... It was not all of a sudden, but they get, over the course of like 1 year, they get drastically more simplified until they just get in that sort of haphazard state.
And how far back was that?
30 years.
Cool. Mizell will just kind of mention in the party's heads, it's as I expected. About 30 years ago, the reports went from being very, very detailed and investigated properly to just being a name and a date for the most part. They stopped looking into the reports, and the reports became much, much more common.
I think we'll. I think we have what we need. We'll think him start moving to the upper class district.
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask Noah this. Noah, you remember all of Woodrunden's books by heart, right?
Pretty much.
Mizell, describe... Actually, no, he went missing a few years ago, right? The Red Wing, whatever he is.
Santa Redwing, yeah, about 5 years ago. I
5
did
years
also
ago.
find Maria, one of Marco's people, in the book.
No, actually, I misspoke. The youngest is supposed to be Anita, the very first one that you met.
Which fucking one was that?
First session. Well, second session.
Oh, the one that was spying on us was one of his bitches?
Yeah. She had a note from him and everything.
I was gonna ask if any of his characters resembled any, like, sort of...
Wait, that was the one that we found in Bristol, wasn't it?
Yes.
Oh, shit. That's much more interesting. Wait a second. We found one of the names in there was Anita. That was the vampire that we killed in Bristol. So he sent her all the way there to go hunting, I guess, which means that note and her master was Marco all along.
So Marco is the main villain of this story?
Don't give him that much credit. That's what he wants.
What I was gonna ask you is if any of the main characters from his last books resembled adventures of any note, but we could only find one name, and it was only 3 years ago.
They could, but I don't think any adventurers before us have stood out as much. They're all pretty common folk.
You know he's right, but like sometimes when you say things so like blunt,
Blase.
I think you might not be wrong, but damn, dude. Yeah, I mean I can't really do anything with this information right now.
I think the book on Thursday is going to be interesting. It will feature all of us.
It's the part that scares me.
Can't wait to not read it.
I wonder what kind of ending he thought of. Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Fellas, how are you doing on time and what do you want to do now?
I want to go to bed.
Yes.
I want to go to bed.
What are you doing next in the game?
I don't know.
Go to bed.
Go to bed.
Just give me like a rudimentary idea so I can prepare myself.
Track down Oriana.
We're gonna go try and figure out more information about the adventure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna pick that up next week with that sequence. Fellas, thank you very much for another successful session of our Wednesday game. It is, as always, a great pleasure.
Game.
And
Great
I'm
pleasure.
just gonna ignore that. Just gonna ignore that. And that's it. You are free to go to bed. Good night, and I'll see you all next week.
Bye forever.
Bye-bye.
Right.
Bye bye.